bong hit. Excuse me. Happy 4th of July. Hello, Yolanda. Hello, Solid Gold. Hello, Lucy Cat. Happy 4th of July. Hello, 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 everyone. How's everyone's 4th of July? You guys doing anything fun? Are you just hanging out like us? We're hanging out. Hey, great news. I went grocery shopping this morning. So I should wait till more people get in here to tell you guys the good news. But we went grocery shopping this morning, and we used the money that came from Kelly and Carl from yesterday, you guys, from the PayPal. So look I got this ribeye steak. This is for Richard. Got 2 of them. I went to Walmart. Yeah, hello everyone. Hey, I'm talking about, guess what? I got all this food from Kelly and Carl yesterday. From, I always say it wrong. What's Kelly's thing again?
Who dat?
Who dat? I keep wanting to say who done it. Who dat? It's funny to say who done it because she was a retired police officer of some sort, or security police officer of some sort, or corrections or something like that. And so it's funny that I say who done it instead of who dat. It's kind of appropriate because she's, you know, investigating who done it in the years past, I'm sure. Okay, guys, so Kelly, who dat, and Carl. What's Carl's thing?
Carl.
It's just Carl. Just Carl. Okay, here's Carl.
Carl's girl.
Carl.
That's not her name.
Oh, we'll see. We don't know. Do we know Carl's name?
Carl is Carl.
Carl is Carl. Okay, Carl is not Carl, but we know her as Carl. All right. Thank you, Carl. Thank you. Thank you, Carl.
Happy 4th of July.
And thank you, Kelly.
See everybody.
Who dat? I keep trying to call you who done it over and over.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th, everyone.
Amanda Panda's coming over today.
Oh, yeah, Amanda's coming over today.
Amanda, I heard you're coming over. I'm so excited.
That's right. There's Amanda in here. Yep, there's Amanda. Yep. She's going to come over today. And we were going to go. We may or may not go to. Gloria went to the. I'll get into this morning what happened. Gloria went over to the club, to the pool. Annette is so tired because, you know, we took away the tea. She's like barely gotten out of bed. She gets up for a minute and then she goes back to bed. But Gloria, I don't think it's kicked in yet because Gloria loves holidays. So she's all jazzed up because 4th of July, so they're having a little event over there. We might go later, but Annette's just so tired. I don't know if she's going to make it.
Hey,
but
Joy, what's the song that goes, who dat, 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 who dat?
I don't know that one.
Oh, Melba's hearing it some song, man.
I don't know that one.
She's like, we need to say who dat. She keeps thinking that song.
You know what's weird, though? Speaking of songs, so when I got Casper, I kept hearing this song, Casper Back Me Log or something like that. It's like Casper Back Me, something. I kept hearing this Casper Back Me something, Casper Back Me Lodge or something like that. Like Casper, and I'm hearing this phrase going on in my head, and I'm like, what song is that? Because I was looking up like things that like say Casper when I first got him. That's my buddy, and I'm like, Casper back me, and I'm like, this phrase is going. I don't even remember the exact phrase, but it's like Casper back me something, and I was listening to music the other day, and when I was a young girl, I did dance. I did tap, ballet, acrobatics, and jazz, and the first dance I ever did was Brown Eyed Girl to tap, and that is in that song. There's a line. It says like Casper back me lodge or Casper something. And I remember because I danced to it, so I would hear it over and over and over and over. And so when I got Casper, I kept hearing that phrase, like, what is that from? What is that from? And then I was listening to music, and I heard it, and I was like, oh, no way. Because it's funny, because that was one of my mom's favorite songs, even though I have hazel eyes and she had blue. So, but she'd always be like, that's a nice song for you, even though I wasn't a brown-eyed girl. But anywho, my mom would always call me her blue-eyed girl, but I don't have blue eyes either. My mom thought I had blue eyes my whole life. Like on my original documents, I think it said I had blue eyes when I was really young. So my mom didn't know, but I have hazel eyes. I had to later, they're like, no, you have hazel eyes, not blue. No, okay, I had to be told what color my eyes were like later in life. Anyways, this is from Kelly and Kyle. So I went this morning to 3 stores. Yes, with the money from Kelly and Kyle, but I had to go to 3 because I went to one Walmart and they did not have organic beef. They were all out because it's 4th of July today. So if you imagine, everyone is like running out of all of the meat everywhere. So then they had these steaks at that Walmart. And they're expensive, but it's 4th of July and it was a present from Kelly, Hudat, and Kyle. And I got Gloria and Annette a pack, and I got this for Richard. So that's our 4th of July celebration. Thank you guys. And I got a bunch of groceries. Richard is making a video. I don't know if he's done it yet. I got potatoes, I got milk, I got 3 types of bread, I got a cake, I got cream of wheat for Gloria, which she was through the moon. I got bacon, I got Jimmy Dean sausage, I got the 2 things of steak, the 2 packets of steak, I got salad, I got tomatoes, cheese. I'm trying to think, a couple of like all these things I was able to buy today because you guys gave us the PayPal yesterday, Kelly and Kyle, because otherwise our account was like overdrawn yesterday because we had a charge that came through that we didn't realize was going through, and we're like, oh great. We forgot. There's so many bills here, you forget. Oh, never ending here. Sometimes things go through, and we're like, oh, dang it. So we would have had the worst 4th of July. And thank you guys so much. Now we're having a great 4th of July. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you all. Amanda. Yeah, I've been told that my eyes kind of change color. That's funny. Amanda's saying hers are blue half her life, and now they're more green. It is weird. I know. I didn't know my eye color for a long time. I don't even remember who first told me. Probably the military. They're like, you have hazel. I don't know. So I remember my license was like has said different colors throughout the years. So it wasn't always hazel. Okay. We're gonna cook the 85 from yesterday. I think it's almost thawed. Yeah, this is the 85. But so I had to go to 3 stores because the one Walmart didn't have the organic beef, and so I got the steak, and then we still needed the organic beef. So then I had to go to a second Walmart. I went to a neighborhood one. I went to like one of those. You can go. There's 2 Walmarts that have not 2 like total, 2 kinds of Walmarts that have the beef. It's the Walmart super centers and the Walmart neighborhood markets. Not the regular Walmarts don't carry. If you have like just a Walmart, like where it's not a Walmart supercenter or a neighborhood, and the neighborhood is the ones that are just the grocery, and the supercenters have the grocery in them. So if it's one of those Walmarts that just has like some food, like, you know, packaged food and stuff, then they might not have the beef. It has to be the supercenter or the neighborhood. So I went to a supercenter this morning, they were out of the beef, and then I had to go to a neighborhood one, and then I had to go to Smith's. And I caved in and decided to get Gloria cream of wheat, even though she made 4 bowls this morning that I had to throw out. But she was so excited for her cream of wheat, so I got it. And what else did I get Gloria this morning? I'm trying to remember. Anyway, she was just through the moon with everything that we got from you guys. Richard's making a video, so you'll see. We actually documented everything. I brought in all the groceries, and we put it on, and then we had Gloria look through all the groceries and sort. And then she made breakfast and stuff, so you guys are going to see all that. We just didn't do a live. I don't know why. Oh, because Richard was working on videos, really. Sometimes he works on videos, and when he's working on videos, we can't do lives. Even though if I'm doing the live, like, he still has other things he has to do during the live, so if he really needs to work on a video, that's sometimes why we don't go on a live. Because I'll pretty much go on anytime, I don't mind. But I need him when I'm doing a live, too, to, you know, he has to be doing things behind the scenes and, you know, helping me with stuff. And also, I trade off, and he ends up talking because I get tired of talking. I talk too much. All right, how's everyone doing today? What's everyone's plans for? If you guys eat that much meat, good. Oh, really? Is there like there's a good butchers here in Las Vegas? I know we used to go to the ones in New York, but they were expensive. Smith's is a Kroger. Yep. Yeah, Smith's is Kroger. Smith's is Kroger. And then Walmart, I guess, is Walmart just in America? But I think most people know Walmart. Where is Walmart? I don't even know. I know they don't have... yeah, cooking in the washroom. I sure am. So here's the deal. I live here with my mother-in-law and my husband and my sister-in-law. And my sister-in-law is Annette, and she has schizoaffective disorder. And we moved in because Gloria, my mother-in-law, I love her, but she's the biggest pain in the ass. And she, for some reason... just neglected and abused Annette and decided to spend all the money gambling. But it's like, when you talk to her, she doesn't remember it or think it existed or whatever, and it's so frustrating. And it's not that she is just old. Like, she's always been this way, where she just does things where she just kind of destroys everyone's life, and then it's like, oh, wait, who did that? Wait, who done it? You know? Like, oh, did I do that kind of thing? And then it's like, we're here cooking in the bathroom because she's such a pain in the ass in the kitchen. And, like, I pay for all the bills now, most of them, I mean, she pays a little bit with her Social Security. Okay, so people think that we're taking her Social Security. Gloria gets $2,000 a month for Social Security, and then $960 she gets the supplemental thing for Annette for her Social Security. But that's all they get for the two of them. And then get this, the mortgage here is $2,200 a month, and Annette smokes 2 to 3 packs of cigarettes a day and drinks a case of Diet Coke a day. So just in cigarettes and Diet Coke, she almost spends like $900 right there. So that just in Annette's Diet Coke and cigarettes, she's already spent almost all the money that the government gives her for her being disabled. And then Gloria's money doesn't even cover the mortgage. So without us, they're going to be homeless, and they wouldn't have been if Gloria hadn't spent and sold every asset. So the father had many assets. Richard's father was very wealthy and very smart and set up everything, so Gloria should have been able to just be set for life. But she spent millions of dollars gambling, like millions. Her family, they're all degenerate gamblers, and they're all pretty much banned from most of the casinos because, I mean, it's ridiculous gambling. Like Richard's cousin, one time when he was gambling, before Richard lived here, when Richard used to have a lot of money, his cousin's like, can I borrow $2,000? Richard's like, fine. Gives him $2,000. He's like, but I want it back, before I leave, whatever, Vegas, because he was visiting. And then the cousin was up $20,000 and puts it on red. Like, that's just the kind of stuff they do. It's the most reckless gambling, too. It's not even, like, smart at all. It's like, oh, I have $1 million, put it on red. I mean, so they always lose. Because they never, if they have money, they give it right back to the casino. They're like the ridiculous gamblers. I mean, it's so the entire family, you just watch them lose more and more of their assets. Like they're Panamanian, they're originally Colombian. They were born in Colombia, but they grew up in Panama. The 3 sisters, Gloria and her sisters, all married wealthy men, and they just gouged them. And now all of the guys, like her sisters were living with their kids and now live in apartments. And then her other sister is like missing. No one even knows where she is, but she took off with all the husband's money after they got divorced, and then no one's seen her since. I'm sure she spent it all by now. And so we're here because Gloria was going to be evicted with Annette within about 2 weeks because she hadn't paid her bills in about 12 years, pretty much, or 11 years, pretty much. I mean, it was like sporadically would pay them, but her electricity would get turned off all the time. Her mortgage, she had barely paid. She had like 5 liens on the house, and they were going to finally kick her out. It was enough was enough. We'd already tried to get her lawyers and stuff because we thought she couldn't afford it. So we were like trying to help. She could have afforded it. She just was spending all the money gambling. So we got her a lawyer at $600 a month, Panda and Associates here in Vegas. This was in 2016 to 2018. We paid for a lawyer for Gloria for 2 years to get this house refinanced so that the mortgage would be $1,500 a month. And they got it that way. And then Gloria didn't pay. So now it's back to $2,200 a month because she couldn't really afford. 22 was a little high for her, even though she had more money coming in at that point, but still. So we said, let's get it lowered. So we paid the lawyer. We should have just paid the mortgage all along, but she would never let us know what was going on with her finances. We only know all these finances now. She wouldn't tell us her finances. She just said, I can't afford it. I need a lawyer. And we're like, okay. So we used to just give her money. That doesn't help. So we actually have to live here. We have to cook in the bathroom to avoid Gloria's pain in the ass. Okay, so I'm going to cook for Richard here first in the bathroom. I'm doing a keto diet here. I was bulimic for 17 years total, 15 years solid, and then 2 years I dabbled with it, and I will never do it again because my husband's about to lose his teeth, and I will lose my next, and my sister-in-law already did lose her teeth, not from bulimia, but from sugar, which you eat too much sugar when you're bulimic. So we're doing keto. Richard was 350 pounds and is now about 175 due to this, and he does a lot of oil, a lot of fat, so you can do a lot of fat or not. It's really your preference when it comes to keto. You have to have a certain amount of fat because it is a pretty high fat diet, but I get enough fat with, might want to move this little thing, getting it in my food, my patriotic little flag I got going on here. I didn't have a patriotic shirt, so I was like, what am I going to do? So I got this little thing, trying to be patriotic today. Okay, I did used to have some shirts, and then I think I actually gave, one of them was my Kiss one, which was kind of, and I gave it to Annette. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was the one I used to wear because it kind of had like a flag on it. So any other ones, and then I had a American flag sweatshirt I gave to Gloria. So now I'm like, I don't have anything American flag anymore. Okay, these I got yesterday at Target, if you guys remember. Remember when I had knocked the girl over? I had gotten 4. I gave them to Rich. I had luckily still had some 93 left. So I only had to do, I think, 1 pound of the 85 yesterday. Oh, thank goodness. I don't like it. And then Richard did 2, and then now here's the 4th one. So here we go.
Hey, it's his birthday today. She sent a super sticker.
Oh, happy birthday!
He hearted for me.
Oh, I just put my hand in me.
Oh, okay. Nisa. Happy birthday, Nisa.
Happy birthday, Nisa.
Happy birthday.
Oh my goodness. And for y'all that let's sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nisa. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Hi, Martello. How are you? How are you? Martello, happy 4th of July to you too.
Oh, so you're born on 4th of July. Born on the 4th of July.
But she's in England.
Have you ever seen that movie, though? That's a crazy movie. Isn't that the one with Tom Cruise? The one about Vietnam? Yeah. That's a crazy movie. Yeah. A little bit, but Vietnam was definitely more intense than my military experience. Man, that's crazy what people went through in Vietnam. But a little bit of, like, going in the military and then everyone kind of shit on you afterwards, that's for sure. No one was, like, congratulatory after I got out. They was like, why'd you go in the military in the first place? All right, okay. So this was from Target. We normally do Walmart, but yesterday, the Walmart I went to was out of the beef, and same with the one this morning. I did go to a neighborhood. The super center was out because it's 4th of July. So everybody's getting their barbecue meat, you know. So packed in the stores, too. I went early to avoid the crowd, but it was still pretty crowded. The Smiths over here, woo! They were packed with all the senior citizens. We live in a retirement community, so they're up at the crack of dawn just like me. Everybody, I'm standing in line with the senior citizens for the Walmart to open, you know. They're like, you're a little young to be here this early. No, I'm just kidding. For real, though. I mean, I am like the youngest person standing there. I'm always waiting for the stores to open. Okay, these are from Tilly Tiffany. Thank you, ladies, for my seasonings. You guys are killing it. Thank you. Thank you again. So what I was going to say is Kelly, Hudat, and Kyle yesterday, thank you, everybody, for my seasonings, gave us money on PayPal, so I was able to do a bunch of shopping this morning. It was wonderful, and I got these steaks. I got 2 packs of these. One for the ladies and one for Richard for 4th of July. Well, Richard, maybe you'll have this for tomorrow, too. But I think Gloria and Annette might eat their 2 today, so that'll be perfect. That's their 4th of July little fun. Thanks to Kelly, Hudat, and Kyle.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Hudat. Thank you for all the
But did I say Kyle or Carl? I told you guys I'm the worst with names. Did I just say Kyle? Carl? I'm trying, you guys. It's the weirdest thing. It's the weird. You could probably not go anywhere because Annette is just knocked out without her tea today. Which you guys think decaf green and black tea doesn't have caffeine? You guys should see Annette. She's just like she'd been knocked out, and she wasn't sleeping. That's why I finally got rid of the tea. She wasn't sleeping. Now she is like conked out. She's in her bed right now. This is from Tilly Tiffany. Thank you, Tilly Tiffany. You guys, I love these seasonings. They make all the difference. This one is from Gemini. Thank you, Carl and Kelly, who that. I don't know why names are so difficult for me. I'm really trying. Richard's like getting on me. I'm like, I'm trying. It's so weird. I remember a lot of things, and then I forget a lot of things, too. Like, there's some things I just cannot remember. Can't remember dates. Can't remember names. Can't remember. And then other things, you know, I'll remember forever, like a stupid song that I learned as a kid or something. I remember a song I learned in Spanish when I was 3 years old. I remember that. I do. I remember some songs. But my parents were missionaries when I was 3 years old in Mexico. And we learned these songs like, Yo tengo gozo, 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 gozo en mi corazón. ¿Dónde? En mi corazón. ¿Dónde? I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. Songs like that. Like, I learned those when I was 3. And I still remember them. Then I can't remember someone's name. I can't remember when I got married. We got married on the January 1st, so I wouldn't forget. I'm not kidding. I can never remember. I don't remember what the date we first hung out or anything like that. A date that's like a random date. That's why I said it better be the 1st or 4th of July or something like that. It's got to be a holiday. Otherwise, I'm not going to remember. So we put it January 1st, 2014. So this year was our 10 year. anniversary, which we did nothing because Gloria was out dancing for New Year's Eve. Gloria went out for New Year's Eve, so we didn't do anything for New Year's Eve or our 10-year anniversary. We saw Annette, which is fine. I didn't care. Okay, yeah, there's our P.O. box. Hello, everyone. Who do we got in the house? Annette gets much needed sleep. Yep. Annette is so affected by caffeine. It's insane. Like, even that tiny bit from decaf black and green tea, and she's like instantly affected. Where Gloria still isn't affected. Yeah, I keep saying tomorrow it's going to hit Gloria. Because right now Gloria's a little bit on cloud 9 because she loves the holidays. Gloria is like nuts for holidays. She's like, you know. So once the holiday came, she kind of forgot about the tea. But I think tomorrow, after the holiday, she's going to realize she don't have the tea and it's going to be like, ooh, now I'm tired. But Annette, it's already synced in. She is just like conked out. Annette is down for the count over there. I'll show you guys in a minute. She's like, she didn't even get dressed. Like, she didn't change, I should say. She's still in the same clothes from yesterday, which is so rare for Annette. She usually changes her clothes like a million times a day. She's still wearing her Ohio shirt from Mom and Michael that she had on yesterday. Normally, she'll change her shirt like five to six times in between that. Okay, these are the 85%. So let's go take a look at Annette for 5 seconds. We'll just bring this tripod here. 5 seconds, and we'll come back and check our meat in 5 seconds, okay? Well, not in 5 seconds. It could be a little longer than 5 seconds. Oh, Casper is a nightmare since we got them treats. Richard's spoiling them rotten with them dang treats. Just, she woke up. She woke up. Hey, Nate girl. Hi, beautiful. How are you? Everyone want to say hi. Happy 4th of July. She's tired, though. Love you, baby. She can see how tired she is. I asked her earlier if she wanted to blog. She's like, no, not really. I said, okay. She's tired. So if anyone thinks we make her blog, we don't ever. She chooses to, but she is tired. You guys see she's still going back. She still got her Ohio shirt on. She hasn't even changed in the shower. She is tired. She normally will get up and shower and change her shirt about 6 times from the evening. That's why I do so much laundry, because Annette changes her shirt so many times a day and her pants. Today she hasn't even changed since last night. This is a record. It's so funny. She's tired. She was sleeping. Now she's relaxing, as you see. Normally Annette is like kind of on the go a lot. So to see her just so relaxed is good. She needed to. She wasn't sleeping. And I kept going like, Gloria's got to stop giving her the 3 bags. And then I was like, I didn't realize though how much it was affecting Annette. I just kind of was like, I just inherently knew this is not good. But now I can clearly see it was affecting her a lot. Because I kept kind of thinking like, why is she so moody? Because what was happening is she gets, the other issue with the caffeine with Gloria and Annette is they're both diabetic. I don't know if you guys know that. Both Gloria and Annette are diabetic and they eat tons of sugar, which is awful. But we're trying to wean them off the sugar a little bit. But first, gotta get rid of the caffeine. So that's already helping. But guess what's happening? I don't know if you guys know this. There's caffeine in chocolate. Did you know that? So already now, since they got rid of the tea, they're drinking so much hot chocolate, and Annette's like pouring so much chocolate syrup and everything, and I'm like, oh dear. It's funny, this is what your brain will do without even realizing. You can watch it with Gloria and Annette. They have no idea what they're doing. They don't know that that's the case. Their brain just says, I want chocolate now, because their brain will figure out, hey, you cut off my caffeine source because it's a drug. Just like with Casper. Casper is nuts now because we gave him these darn treats. Then now he's like, I won't do anything except for have these treats. Because what happens, it's your pleasure center that you're letting run wild. Like, hey, just enjoy yourself. And then it goes, wait, I don't want to stop enjoying myself. Why would you give me enjoyment and then take it away? So that's what happens with your pleasure center. It goes, no, I still want enjoyment. So what most people do when they stop one drug is they just redirect to another drug because their pleasure center still needs to be, pleased. And they're not used to just kind of sitting there with themselves. And I went through this, and you have to just sit there and be bored in a sense and not do anything. And that kind of sucks at first because you just are like, I want to do whatever. And your drug can be caffeine or sugar, not necessarily a street drug. It can be whatever is addictive. It can be gambling. It can be a street drug. It can be caffeine. It can be sugar. It can be an eating disorder. It can be whatever you're addicted to. It could be work, but it could be negative. You can be addicted to work in a negative way where you're working so much that you're neglecting your family. And you don't necessarily need the money, but you've convinced yourself you do need the money, but your family needs you more. There's an amount of work that you need to provide for your family. And then there's working too much where you should be spending more time with your family, and instead you think you need to just provide for them. Does that make sense? So there's people that get addicted to work. They go, I'm workaholics, you know. There's anything in life you can get addicted to. Some things are physical addictions, meaning without them you'll get headaches and feel sick and lightheaded, like people were saying when they cut out their caffeine or their sugar. I didn't get the headaches as much for cutting out the caffeine because I'd already cut out the sugar, but I got insane headaches when I cut out my sugar. That was my biggest headache. But yeah, you do get headaches from the caffeine too. But what more happened with me with the caffeine is I was just exhausted. I just slept and slept and slept for like a year. And then I slept some more. Okay, when I cut out caffeine in 2018. Okay, these are Richard's. We're going to put them over here. This is a keto diet. We're going to leave this we're going to do one of those wonderful steaks that we got from Carl and Kelly. Thank you for the donations yesterday. That's how we got all this wonderful food. Let me turn this off for a minute. Probably going to end up getting this darn flag in my food on my arm. That'll be great. Okay, I'm going to season these on top, and we're going to give these to Richard. So we're going to put some of this turmeric from Totally Tiffany. These are wonderful seasonings. These weren't invested. They're very expensive, but I got these as gifts. Thank you. This is from Gemini. I love the cayenne. It really gives it a nice kick. I put the seasonings instead of condiments because seasonings, if you choose like these seasonings, don't have any sugar. Some seasonings do have sugar if you're not careful, especially the ones that are specific for something. Oh, hi, Olivia. How are you feeling? Happy 4th of July. We really hope you're healing well after. Oh my gosh, you guys, Olivia got hit by a car, like walking hit by a car. I was like, were you walking, driving, or bicycling? She's like, walking. So that's like really bad, you know. She got really hurt. She fractured several things and stuff, but she is doing much better already, which we are so happy to hear. I think she only had to spend, maybe it was like a day in the hospital, I think, Olivia. But she, the lady felt very bad, I guess, for hitting her, which, I mean, if she didn't, I would think something was wrong with her. I mean, you hit someone walking. I would hope you would feel bad. Be like, oh, what are you doing walking in the street now? Come on now. That's ridiculous. Don't you know cars have the right of way? I mean, you would hope she would be nice because that's ridiculous. You're a pedestrian. So it is funny when people think that, like, just because, like, you know, even if a pedestrian is jaywalking, they still have the right of way. You can't hit them with your car. All right? That's not okay. So poor Olivia, luckily the lady was nice and it was not intentional. Because that, my dad claims that my mom, before they got divorced, that she tried to run him over with the car. And I'm like, I don't know, probably. Who knows? My mom was a little nutty. All right, so I'm going to now do one of these steaks that is from Carl and Kelly indirectly because they gave us money yesterday to PayPal, and I was able to go shopping for the ladies and for Richard to get. So I got 2 packs of these. So I went to town on these steaks, but these were wonderful from Walmart. I just thought, you know, it's 4th of July. Let's get a nice treat for Richard and the ladies. So thank you, Carl and Kelly. Who dat? We really, really appreciate it. We're gonna put a bunch of oil in there. It'll be a good steak here. These are not organic. These are not grass-fed, nothing like that. So I'm not gonna eat this one. Richard said he don't mind having these once in a while. But look at this, is a nice big slab of steak there. So we're gonna make sure our pan's real hot. We're gonna slab it in there. All right, let me clean my fingers. All right, thank you everybody. You know, I wanna okay, if anybody wants to donate, I know someone already donated a small one, but a big whiteboard, then I want to start writing all the members' names up there, and then I can, like, every day, like, read off your guys' things, like, on this big whiteboard, and like we'll add members and add, you know, like, so I can keep track. Wouldn't that be good, Rich? Because I'm very good at writing things down. I don't like computers much. I'm old school. I like writing things down. Richard's a computer person. I'm like, if I can visually write it down and see it, Much better for me than dealing with my phone. Like, he'll say, oh, it's on your phone. I'm like, oh, that's not going to work. I'm not going to ever look at it on my phone. Okay, these, I'm going to do the same seasonings again. These ones, this is from Tilly Tiffany. The best brand. I normally can't afford it, but my wonderful ladies on here got these. This is just the best brand. But I'm telling you, just get some seasonings on your meat. It doesn't have to be these expensive ones. Any seasonings you like. I know I have a huge array. I would not normally have this many. I mean, I have had at times if they're on sale. That's when you guys saw early on. I had all these ones that were on sale, and then you guys just kept getting them for me. I'm like, oh, this is wonderful. But I would have ran out and not replaced them because it's the first thing to go if you can't afford it. During pandemic, we had no seasonings because we couldn't afford it. So this is from Tilly Tiffany. I know it's a weird array of seasonings, but I love all these. This is from Gemini. I'm loving the cayenne. That's going to be one of my new favorites. Put that on the list when it runs out for when I can't afford it. Chili powder. This from Tilly Tiffany. This one is from Gemini, my ginger. So thank you, ladies. These came to my P.O. box, so we have a P.O. box. It's primarily, I love when you guys send things to Annette, but I also love my seasonings and trash bags. You guys know that, or any kind of cleaning supplies. So you guys have been killing it. I think we got Libby sent bunny stuff. Katie sent bunny stuff, and another 7 peanut butter and supplies and toilet paper. Grace has sent a million supplies. Vivian sent some. Oh, anybody wants to know, I should put this over here now while I'm cooking over here. If you need an idea for a gift, I'm getting low on this. This thing is awesome. This was from Vivian Maxwell. She sent this. I'm getting low. I love it. Grace also gave me one. I just like the nozzle on this one, so I really like that one. The other one works great too. I do still have some of that. It's from Grace. This actually works great too if anybody has bed bugs. Both these work fantastic. I just really like the nozzle on that other one. I feel like Ghostbuster. Who else we got? We got a bunch of shirts came from Stan and Mom and Michael and Stephanie and Brielle and Crystal sent all these care packages, these wonderful charms, all kinds of goodies. Gemini sent a care package with all kinds of wonderful things. Let me see. You guys, there's so many people. I am trying to remember everyone's names because when you guys do something like that, I just want to, and I want to also start thanking all the members and stuff. So I want to get like a chart going so I can thank you guys because we really, really appreciate all the love. And I hate that I'm bad with names. If I can visually look at it, I'll be better. But I'm just bad when I have to remember in my mind everything. So I'm a very good visual person. All right, let's see. But I'm not that good at reading these because they go fast and they're small. And there's a bazillion of them. You guys are awesome. Okay, we do have a GoFundMe for the exterminate. Hey, Richard, where are you at? Can you put the link? We do have a GoFundMe for and we actually have $200 donated there at least, maybe even more. But we need, there's a certain amount for the exterminator. How much? 5,000 for an exterminator. Jesus, I should be getting an exterminator. That's how much they charge? Sheesh. What a job. I'm not getting that job. Put a hazmat suit on me. I'll be fine. Charge $5,000. Go in there. No problem. Woo! Watch it when you're in shorts. I thought it was much cheaper for exterminator, and that's when we first got here. I was sadly informed that it was going to be that much, something around that, and I thought, oh dear. I was like, no way, because I thought we could just do that, but of course we couldn't afford that early on. So we had to. You end up spending that in the stupid bed bug things, but not all in one lump sum. You get what I'm saying? That's the unfortunate thing when you don't have money. You end up spending way more, and people with money go, oh, you should have done it this way. I would have saved a lot more money. You're like, yeah, but you don't understand. I didn't have $5,000. I had $15. So I bought the $15 box. And then by 2 years into it, I spent $5,000. But I didn't have $5,000 then. So then they go, oh, or buy the Costco size. I don't have $900 for toilet paper today. I'm using that for my rent. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, you can't get out of these stores without spending a fortune. Yeah, I get you saved per roll, but I don't have the $100 to shell out for the rolls of toilet paper. You know what I mean? So if you guys, some of y'all get that. This family didn't fully understand that. Gloria kind of got it a little bit, but somehow she forgot it. So I had to get on them about the wastefulness and the being a little bit more appreciative of things, because money doesn't grow on trees, unfortunately. Okay, how's everyone doing? What are y'all doing for... Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mandy. I appreciate that. Thank you. So sweet. Hi, Richard. Hi, Born to Adult. Yep. Hi, Amanda. Yeah, Amanda's coming over later. Hi, Livia. We're glad that you're doing better. Yeah, we like when you guys tap the screen. We really enjoy that. If you don't even have to ever pay anything, you could just tap the screen and I'll be happy. You know what I mean? Like, so that's your way of contributing. And if you don't have any money, that's just as helpful for us, because it lets us know people are there, and it helps us engage. Like anything like that, the hearts up, the thumbs up, the subscribing, getting your friends to subscribe, anything like that. If you don't have money, like, and if you want to support us, do something like that. Tell your friends about us. Tell your family. Have other people subscribe, because every time we get new subscribers, we tell Annette to, like, at the end of the day, we go, what we do, I don't know if you guys saw us do it before, where if you go and you reset your screen, it'll, like, toggle the numbers, and so it'll show. So every time after a blog, we get Annette and we go do that. And it's really fun, so we see how many new subscribers we got. And sometimes it's delayed. So Annette will be like, it'll go like 1, and she'll be like, oh. And it'll go, you know, and someone's, oh. So it's kind of cute. Okay, what do we got going on? What is everyone up to today? Is anyone doing anything fun today? Do we have anyone doing 4th of July plans today? Because we don't really have any. So I was wondering if anyone is today. Gloria's over at the pool. They have a parade going on. Are you guys gonna? Probably just from the house. Samantha, because we can see them, but we're like 100 miles away. But you know, you can see them. We might go down where Gloria is later. I don't know if she'll be there anymore, but like, they have a little thing down by the pool, a little 4th of July thing, but it really depends on if Annette wants to go, and she just seems to not really want to do much today because she's a little bit tired. I keep flipping this steak. It's really going to town in there. If you guys want to get a look at that, baby. I turned it down to 425. It's a thick one. So we don't want to overdo it because Richard hates overcooked steak, but we also don't want to under this one because it's really thick. So there's this little bit of predicament I'm always in. So a good way to test, you know, you kind of just keep touching your meat. You'll get to know what feels like the right of like how you like it. You know what I mean? So you'll be like, okay, when I touch it, that's about like how I like it. So I don't know. I don't know. Excuse me, all these spices, especially the cayenne. Excuse me. Okay, let me. While we're waiting on that, I'm gonna put this other meat in a bag. I forgot about that. I want to put this meat back in the fridge so it don't go bad. We're gonna save that other piece of steak, so we're gonna put it in the freezer. But hopefully it doesn't freeze. It just keeps it a lot cooler. So what I do this time of year is I kind of go back and forth. I'll put it in the freezer for a little bit and then try to put it back in the fridge for a minute, but so that not where it's like frozen, but just where it's like staying cool, because our fridge just doesn't keep it cold enough this time of year. It's so darn hot in Vegas. So, but I don't want everything to completely freeze because I'm gonna thaw it out, and I hate that. Okay, I'm gonna be right back, you guys. I'm gonna go stick this. Well, actually, this might be done. Hold on. What do you guys think? This might be done. Richard?
Yeah.
Why don't you come take a look at this steak, see if it's done, and I'm gonna put this other steak in the freezer. And let's have everyone vote on this. Are you doing anything right this second?
Yeah, I am actually.
Okay, never mind then. I'll take it off. I thought maybe you'd wanted to. I think it's done. All right, you guys, I think this one's done. So we're going to get it off. Yeah, it's definitely done. Never mind. So okay, we're good. I still have another thing to make. I have to make my food. Don't worry. I know I'm not supposed to do this, everybody. I'm not supposed to put this over here, but it's what I do. Okay. I'm going to get this out of our way. We're going to... Yeah, never mind. Actually, I got it, because I have to still make mine. I forgot. I got your steak here, though. Okay, I'm going to go put this in the freezer and get my pound of meat. And I'm going to be right back, guys. And then we're going to clean up and we're going to cut that steak and see how it turned out. Hold on.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh.
Can I get a soda, though?
Yeah. All that's going on is you can cut the steak if you want and take a look at it and see if...
Melba's not feeling well, and she's sick in bed, So I sent her $10 on Cash App.
Oh, did you guys see that, Melba? You have your microphone on, right? Melba, I hope you feel better. We should just sent Melba $10 because she wasn't feeling well and needed a little help. So, no, thank you guys. So thank you. See, we always try to pay it forward too. Some people are like, how dare you give money away when you get money? It's like, well, that's how you get more money. Is you got to share the love. You gotta pay it forward. Otherwise, you won't get more money. You have to, in order to get money, you have to share money. That's the trick people don't get.
You gotta
think
spread it
you gotta
around.
hoard money. Well, if you keep hoarding money, you'll be stuck with whatever you have hoarded, and then
Listen to her.
you're just
She
not gonna
knows the
keep
secret of wealth.
Getting blessings. But if you bless other people,
So what was I supposed
then
to
your
do?
blessings could be endless.
You guys remember what she was saying?
I'm coming to the freezer, you guys.
Was anybody listening to? I'm reading your text here, so I can read it.
Steak
I'm in
away,
the other
grabbing
room.
my
My back
my meat,
back
which
is
wants
on.
the
Yeah,
water.
and if anybody else wants to kick in $1, $2, I know Melba appreciate it. It's just a sign of affection. I'm gonna
Then we're
post
gonna
her
cook the other pound.
her Cash App today one more time. Stock City. Her name is Melba. So yeah, send her $1 or $2, and maybe she's sick in bed and she's here every single day.
Oh, that's
so
so
it's just a
nice.
little thought. I know it makes me feel good when we get a little something. And yeah, like Joyce said, we have everything we need today.
We do. Thanks
Thanks
to
to you
Kelly
guys.
and
Thanks to Kelly and
Carl.
and all you guys giving donations along the way. So
Okay, so
today
we're gonna check out
we're
the
not like
steak.
in dire straits. So yeah, here's $10.
Let's see how the steak turned out,
It's
you guys.
basically coming from the
What do we
group
think?
here.
Do you think it's
'cause
over? It might be
the
over.
money we get comes from the group, and here you go.
It might be over. Let's see what we got going on. It might be over.
I don't know if you guys can hear me, but we love you, Melba.
Okay, well, I'm gonna cut the steaks. Hold on.
Oh shit! I'm supposed to check the steak.
No,
Damn
I'm
it.
doing it. I got it. Can you guys
Thanks.
see? I hope it's not too
Thanks,
under.
though. It was just a little late on that, Amanda, in getting by.
Hi, Amanda. Maybe. Oh,
And
right.
Olivia,
Amanda's going over later
okay.
today, guys.
Maybe it wasn't late. Maybe I
Okay,
just
so
didn't
might
read
be-
it
what
on
do you guys
time.
think? Oh, not bad. Hey,
Oh,
that's
thanks,
not
Kitty.
bad.
Bye.
That's not bad. Richard will be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up here. The
do you
issue
guys
is, see,
think?
my back's hurt. My back hurts. So
He's gonna be happy with that.
So for me to
What
get
do we
up,
call this, Richard? What do we call this?
I'm gonna attempt to take a look.
What
I'm up
does
now.
everyone vote on this one? What is
Let's
this
check
called?
out the steak.
How it's prepared. I would say this is a ribeye, but how would you say that would turn out pretty
That
good?
is damn perfect.
And look at that.
Wow, look at that. Look at that, you guys. I mean, I'm almost, you got to screen cap that one. That is gorgeous, you guys. Look at that. Perfect, perfect. It's rare? No, because I think look, you've got gray on the edges. So the gray on the edges will make it a medium rare.
Oh,
And
is that how that
yeah,
works?
that's perfect. So if it was all pink with no gray, then it would be rare. Yeah, that's medium. Medium rare. Yeah, right. Medium rare. That's right,
Okay,
man.
is that too much for you, or is that?
No,
about-
this is perfectly cooked. You want a little gray on the edges and a little pink on the inside. Perfect. Yeah, maybe a little far on the, yeah, Laura, Lou, too. Maybe, but not for me. I think it's perfect. Anywhere between medium rare and medium is good for me.
Oh, really? I thought you liked it more rare.
Well, anywhere between rare and don't go over medium.
Well, yeah,
Medium
I know
would be
that.
maximum.
I know you like that. You don't like that. Okay, let me cut that for you.
The pink? No, the pink isn't raw, actually, because you look at the edges there. Closer to rare than medium rare? Okay, good. I want it rare.
He
I
likes
want
it
it
rare.
But we are. Everyone wants to be a lion. Who doesn't want to be a cat? Who wouldn't want to be a cat?
Yeah.
I mean, come
Actually, I
on.
want to be a bunny.
Okay, well, cats are kind of like bunnies. I mean,
Bunnies are way better. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, bunny is like a cat
Bunny
that can
is a
hop with
bunny.
ears.
Bunnies
No,
are
they look a
just
lot
the
like
best.
lions. If you ever look closely,
They're vicious too. Bunnies are
yeah,
vicious, you guys.
take a look at, to get a close
Oh my
look
God.
at this. Take a look at the Sphinx down at the on Las Vegas, and look at its nose, look at its face, and look at the face of a lion, even like the MGM lion or anything that you've seen drawn, the lion, like the Lion King even, and then look at like our bunny, and look at the bunny's face, and you'll notice that the bunny's nose and face are very much related to the lion, and you wonder if maybe back in the day, like 1,000 years ago, or maybe 10,000 years ago, like prehistoric times, maybe bunnies were as big as lions. Wouldn't that be crazy?
You know, well, there
And
are
we were
some huge.
feared
No,
by-
there are some huge bunnies.
And they were so dangerous that we just put them out of extinction.
Mean. They can be so mean.
If they were,
That's why-
would you be scared if it was this big?
Yeah, no, when
It
they
was
have
a bit-
when they have claws, they're
if it was a-
Casper already. It can be a real punk.
Yeah, yeah. So
he scratched
they're
my
killer bunnies.
He scratched my boob yesterday, like
Ow.
really bad. Yeah, like I was like, ow, like right on the nipple. Like he gouged me. I was like, ow.
Who dat? Our night was awesome. We were just talking about you. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, we got this steak because of you.
Yeah, look at the steak we got.
Look at this wonderful steak.
I got a video we put up. We got all the groceries. Gloria's stoked. I'm working on a video right now.
They came in a 2-pack. I got
yeah, we are so excited right now. You can't believe it. You're going to love it.
You should see all the groceries.
Oh my gosh. I did a total video.
Many groceries.
Annette's stoked. Gloria went to town on breakfast today.
She was so excited.
She was so excited with all the groceries.
I even caved in and got her cream of wheat.
Thank you so much, Hudat.
Just because you guys donated.
So
I got her cream of wheat, even though it's normally
thank you.
too expensive. I didn't get it olive oil though, although she thinks she's in olive oil. I put vegetable oil in her olive oil because it's just too much. I can't keep up with the amount she's going through olive oil. It's too expensive for us. So I had to put vegetable oil, but I put it in her jar so she didn't get upset. So I don't think she's realized, but it's like a little bit different. She's like,
Isn't that great?
But I can't tell her because I don't want her to get mad.
Thank you, Hudat.
She said she didn't mind the vegetable oil, but
we're eating steak today because of you.
Yeah. But I can't give her the olive oil anymore because she's going through it way too fast.
Olive here is under 7 pounds.
Huh?
7 pounds of, I imagine what, is that a bottle?
For what?
Olive oil.
Oh, yeah, it's a bottle. Yeah, it's expensive here too. I don't know. It's like $13 at the cheapest for those bottles, but that's usually on sale.
UFOs? Is that a UFO?
Sale is $13. Like the expensive.
Euro. Oh, those are euros.
The ones like the.
Okay, good people helping good people. Yeah, always Rayanne. Thank you so much.
Okay,
you guys are awesome.
This is yours, Richard. Do you want a
Thank
fork?
you.
What do you like?
Yeah, this.
Do you want in a spoon? How about in a spoon?
Yeah.
In a bowl.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated. You bet, Melba.
There you go.
Love you too.
That's that steak. That is from Hudat, Kelly. Who's Kelly? And then Carl.
Listen, it's not an ideal situation, everyone. I mean, if we had it my way, listen, if it was up to me, I'd be gone. It's this woman that said, no, you guys stay home and listen. And she taught me how to take care of people. I mean, not that I wasn't a caring person. I just didn't know how. So you guys, yeah, I mean, so
you can either take them or leave them here. I still have to make.
Come on.
You can
Let's
take
have
them
some
right
breakfast.
now. Yeah, okay.
But did you bring me a drink? Yeah.
Here, do you want me to bring the
just ice, maybe?
The ice, and I'll bring the lights for you.
That'd be great.
So Richard's back still hurts a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Much better.
I'm actually, you know, I'm really kind of taking it easy because last time I didn't, and it's probably not hurting as bad as it normally.
Well, yeah, he knew like.
But if I were to lift stuff, it might hurt.
You knew to be careful because it's happened. It happens every time we change our diet back to keto.
Laura Lou, welcome.
We've done it a couple times now. Now, hopefully, we never do that again. Not just hopefully, we can't because Richard will lose his teeth if we go back to sugar again. So.
Oh yeah, sugar's really bad for your teeth. I don't know if you guys knew that.
I think most people know that, but
really?
I think they don't realize the level of it.
Really, because
but I think most people know sugar's bad for their teeth, but I think they don't realize like really bad. Like without sugar, you almost don't need dentists. I mean, most of dental issues occur from sugar. I mean, you need some sort of cleaning, but they used to.
Hey guys, don't you think that Joy
not have many cavities and stuff?
Isn't Joy doing an outstanding job, you guys, interacting with you guys today? I mean, I'm listening back here, and
I still didn't do a great job.
I thought you did fantastic.
Well, I didn't really look at the comments that much.
Yes, you did. You were reading them when you had a chance. I mean, you're trying to cook and do a lot of things. So, hey, listen,
I'm bad at it.
Progress, not perfection. That's what we strive for around here. I think Joy did great. I know there's a lot of things like they love Joy. It's just that they wish that she'd interact more. But you see, that's Joy. You know, I'm the same.
I don't interact with Richard even in the house. He can't get me to like.
I can't get her to stop for 5 seconds half the time because she's blah 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 blah.
It's just what I do.
I can't stop her because it's like she's on her way to go do things that are essential.
I'm always on a mission.
But that's why our house is so nice. That's why everything's so together.
As nice as it is, as nice as it can be.
What I don't mean like the house. I mean the household. That's why it operates so nicely. Yeah. I don't mean inside here.
Well, we're working on getting better each day.
Look, I mean, we've lived in caves before, and as far as I'm concerned, this is a little better living than caves.
No, but I kept our cave dialed in. Remember how nice our cave was? We had a tight.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll have to check that out, Laura. Send me an email. I'd love to watch that someday.
Remember, Rich, our cave was tight. I had it all dialed in. Remember that?
Cave was tight. I wish I had more video of it.
Oh, I know.
Joe is.
It was all on Periscope.
Yeah, I know.
If they ever could recover the footage from our Periscope,
but they went out of business. Problem. Joy is an amazing person.
Oh,
it's refreshing to see you guys make the best of your situation. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you guys.
That's kind of what I was saying. Like we were actually we had a little bit, not an argument. We were discussing like you know, everyone has so many problems out there, you know, and what is making this channel and us. Well, it's the people that are here, enjoy and everybody. It's not the problems that make us special. Like Joy has some very unique things that happen to her that are like, whoa, that is special, right? But what makes it special is just how she bounced back so many times, how resilient she is, how she, how she just continually goes. Like she goes from the Air Force to being like, just when she comes out of the military, everybody shits on her, and then her parents kick her out because she has like, she's eating too much food. You expect your parents to kick you out like after your mom killed herself? I mean, would you kick out your kid if like, okay, the other parent, you know what I mean? That your kid's mom killed herself. Like, would you give your kid a little space, a little breathing room? They were pissed off that she was eating all the food. And we're talking like Spam. We're not talking like nice food like what we're eating. We're talking like the food that, you know how Joy eats. I mean, Spam. She literally was eating Spam. I mean, when she's drunk. And, put your microphone on. I can't hear you. Just leave it on over there. Yeah. This is. Oh, is it?
So you guys, I'll tell you what my stepmom lost her mind over. I was eating top ramen.
Top ramen.
Cans of Campbell's chicken noodle soup. And,
chicken noodle soup.
The thing that she lost it was a can of Spam. She was missing a can of Spam in the morning.
That's why they kicked her out. A person who basically was already struggling to get by the day, already suffering from multiple addictions and sort of all sorts of, like her mom killed herself. And she left the Air Force. I mean, her whole career, her whole life was changed. She's like 23 years old. And their solution is, oh gosh, since you're having so much trouble, Joy, and I'm such a great dad, it's something called tough love. But really, I just don't want to have to keep buying my groceries again. So I'm going to kick you out. It's not, I mean, look, there are parents who let their kids live in their house that just get wasted and do all sorts of drugs and steal their identities and steal their money. Joy ate a can of Spam. And they kicked her out for that. And it's just kind of ridiculous because, I mean, a person like that. I'll tell you why. But no, hold on. I'll tell you why it's ridiculous.
But I'll tell you why they kicked me out. My stepmom knew I had an eating disorder, and they were supposed to help me go to treatment. And they wouldn't help me go to treatment. So then she said, if you throw up in my house, I will kick you out. So she knew I was throwing up. But no, I mean, that she set me up for failure. They didn't send me to treatment and then said, if you throw up, we're going to kick you out. And they knew I had to throw up.
But my point is, I don't care. My point is
I know, but I'm saying,
when you have a kid.
I'm acknowledging what you're saying. It was fucked up.
I know, but my point is when you have a kid, or you have a wife, or you have a husband, or you have a family, there is no reason ever to kick them out of the boat. I mean, you're on a goddamn lifeboat, okay? We're all trying to get through. One of us is struggling. Hey, if we're all struggling, yeah, man, it's a different story. But if one person's struggling, maybe don't kick them out because, they're really annoying and we got this lifeboat and I really don't like hearing all the complaints going on, and just kick her out of here. She's got problems. Oh, so much nicer. I can watch my 3D TV without having to worry about my Spam being stolen. It's like you didn't eat this shit for years. It's so ridiculous, the stuff I hear that come out of her family. I'm just like, what?
You know it's true.
I know it's true because first of all, I haven't met them, but they're the most petty people I've ever met in my entire life. And we bring them up because Joy is an Air Force vet. 4th of July is her dad's favorite holiday. And, we don't even hear from them. I mean, we've tried. We don't bother calling them anymore. And you can say, well, there are comments from the haters out there saying, oh, you kids are so awful. Why would the parents call you back? Let me share something with you. If you don't like the way the kids are, you only have 2 people to blame. The fucking parents. So yeah, the parents should bring them back in. The parents should never, if you don't like the way your kids are, there's only 2 people you can blame. The parents. That's it. You can't blame society, you can't blame peer pressure. All that tough love shit is out the fucking window. I'm sorry. No, if you're just not dealing with it, I'm sorry. Look, we dealt with my sister. My sister went after my mom many times with a knife when she first came on her stuff. She was like whacked out, and my dad would never kick her out. But you see, people that kick people out are people that are going to kick you out anyways. They're called traitors. They're well, they use judgment as a way to justify their trading, their betrayal. It's not. They might not even be judgmental, but they use that and they learn it from some of these channels, from TV. They learn how. Oh wait, if you're a drug addict, I can't deal with you. Oh, if you have sex, The way I don't like it, I can't deal with you. You know, it's just like cut you out of the family, cut you out. That's the solution. And if you want back in the family, then you have to abide by our rules. That's not a fucking family. That's a goddamn job. That's a corporation. Let's not get things mixed up. Families allow people to be who they are. Corporations say, no, you got to fucking check who you are at the window and put on a suit or whatever our corporate culture is and act like us. We really don't want to see any of your personal shit. We really don't. But a family's got to be something different. So this whole thing of kicking people out, and I'm not reading the comments yet. I know I'm getting a lot of hate saying sometimes you got to kick out kids. Sometimes, you know, parents are, you know, but you know what? No. 45 years old, kid comes home, needs help. You're the parent. You got to help them out. That's your role. You had a kid. They got nowhere else to go. Happy 4th of July, everyone.
Thank you, Uda, Kelly, and Carl. You guys made us have the best 4th of July ever. Otherwise, we seriously were overdrawn yesterday, and we wouldn't have been able to have, I don't know what we were going to do for food. Honestly, we were getting a little bit nervous because the ladies were pretty much out of everything. And I didn't know what we were going to do. I guess we were just hoping that the universe would provide, and it did. So thank you. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Happy 4th of July. Peace. We love y'all.
Yeah, right. You want your kid to stay there. But listen, I'm not criticizing anybody here because I don't know your situation. You might have a valid reason to kick your kids out, okay? But I'm talking about this situation. So when I go on a rant, I'm not talking about how can I talk about every family? That's ridiculous. But in general, I think it's a good idea that we give people, our family members, more space, especially our children, more space to fuck up than a job would or a school would or anything else. Like the home should be a place where they can, you know, do their messed upness better than doing it out there. Trust me. How do you feel about Russia? I hate anybody that rushes me. If you're gonna rush me, I hate being rushed. I'm a very patient person. Russians, I hate being rushed.
Let me hold on. I got a comment. So if we are running late, if I decide to rush Richard, he will then take off all of his shoes and anything that he was ready to go, and now we start over.
No, Amy, I'm just talking about.
Maybe he'll even take it, like, get back in the shower or something. I mean, it's like if you rush Richard, he'll do the opposite. So, someone was rushing you?
No, they asked me how I felt about rushing, and I said I don't like being rushed. And no, I was talking specifically about Joy's parents. So if you heard what I was saying, I was basically talking to her dad. I was like not to you guys. I was saying like, hey, if you have a kid, you got a problem with her, there's nobody to blame but you. I wasn't talking about you guys. I don't fight. How would I know? How the hell would I know? And how the hell would I know every possible parent situation with every kid? Ours is so unique. I know that everyone's different. And Joy's is so unique. Everyone's different. So no, I'm definitely just talking just this situation here. I mean, because every family that I've met, I mean, everybody has a different situation. I mean, there's some psychotic kids out there, man. But where did the psychotic kids come from? Just out of curiosity. And, I mean, who had these psychotic kids? I mean, I didn't. So if it's not the parents, if parents had the kids, then whose fault is it? I mean, the kids are psychotic because they didn't get enough attention. They had mental disorder, whatever. I don't know who should we blame if it's not the kid's fault? I love it. I know it's a little edgy. No one really likes, you're not supposed to criticize parents. And I know religion says, respect the elders. Yeah, because the elders were the ones that wrote it. They wrote that.
I have something. Okay. If you guys I have something. You guys, here, show me them if I say it.
Oh,
I gotta say something if I say it.
Your turn.
Okay, you guys, if you're young, and I say you probably under 50 or even, in your not that old, then we might not even be ragging on you, even if you're a parent. It might be your parents. Think about it. You may have had kids too young and you had crappy parents, and then you didn't like necessarily mess up, but like you could have maybe done it better, but you didn't know any better. You know what I mean? So like that's what happens with a lot of societies. Like we have so many like generations of like crappy parents these days that like I know I would have been a really bad mom. Now I'd be a good mom, but now I'm like way older. You know what I mean? Like when I was wanting to have kids, I would have been a super crappy mom because I didn't know what to do. You know, and my parents were not the best. You know what I mean? So we're not necessarily saying like you guys just because you're parents. Like think about like your parents. Like were your parents good parents? That's what we're talking. Like you're still a child. Everybody's a child.
Yeah, everyone's a child.
And you can be a parent. Not everyone's a parent, but everyone's a child.
Yeah.
So we're talking more about the children than the parent. So even if you are a parent, you're still a child as well. Does that make sense? So like think about like was there anything in your childhood that like you know that could have gone different? But that's like maybe why you struggled with an addiction or something that led into your parenting, things like that, where it's like it's not your fault. Like don't blame yourself. We're not blaming you. We're saying like it's like kind of like the avalanche happened and everything's just tumbling downhill. We're like I don't even know if we've ever necessarily had good parenting. I don't know, did anyone really know how to parent per se?
Isn't that what that song is basically saying?
Try to figure it out.
That you sang last night?
Which one?
Saying like he lists off all the headlines of all these terrible things that have happened over the course of the last 50 years. And he's like, we didn't start the fire. We was here when we got here. I mean, basically saying, look, we didn't start it.
But I guarantee some of you guys have had crappy parents. Like, you might be a great parent.
And we're not
talking. Had crappy parents. Sometimes that happens where you have a crappy parent and then you become a great parent.
Yeah, exactly.
So that can go that way too. But sometimes it just depends. You know what I mean? Or you could have had a good parent. You not often, if you had a good parent, you become a crappy parent. I think you often, if you had a good parent, would probably. But I don't know. Who knows? Anything's possible, right? But I think often, if you weren't the best parent,
children don't come with the manual.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and it's super hard. I mean, like I said, if I had my kids young, even now, I don't want to have kids because I'm just scared to have kids. To be honest, I'm too scared. I don't want to mess up someone. To be honest. So I commend you guys.
I mean, listen, I commend you guys for having kids. I'm just saying, I mean, we don't have them, so it's like because we're scared to. I mean, no, seriously, I'm not kidding. I heard this a long time from Henry Rollins, and I think it's kind of true. I'm afraid if I raise with the way things are today, we'd probably have kids and we'd raise them and they'd grow up and they'd come and kill us or something. You know, I mean that's
not what I think. I'm just
that's my fear. That's not hers. That's mine.
I'm afraid to mess up someone else's
psychos,
life. So. No, I'm more afraid like it's hard. Like if you do something, then you worry, is that going to like with the bunny? We gave him that treat, and now he's all
changed forever.
Up and being an asshole. And I'm like, did I ruin my bunny for life now?
He's always been an asshole, but now he's got a reason. You know?
Because now he's like, he didn't know about these treats until now he's like, I don't want to hang out here. I just want these treats. Just give me the treats.
It was a very good
and so it was kind of like I was like, I imagine if that was your kid, if something happened. So we're not ragging on you guys. What we're saying is that it does affect children, just like it affected you. Our actions as parents, I'm not a parent, but so my parents did things that affected me. And if I became a parent, I would do things that would affect my kids. And that's the same with anybody that has kids. But it's not like you guys are, like, don't beat yourselves up.
Yeah, I think.
That's not what we're saying. We're saying, like, just try to do better if you did something.
I think they're kind of coming at me.
Not so happy
I think the parents are coming at me like, well, my kids are shit. Why? I'm not talking about, like, you as parenting because it's like, I'm talking about if you're a kid that got kicked out.
The environment is very difficult.
Yeah, I'm talking about I'm talking more for the kids.
That's another reason why I don't want to have kids because I know like when they go to school, it's a very bad environment right now. They're getting made fun of in school and stuff.
Terrible
it's a bad environment, you know. So that's not all the parents' fault. We know that.
My two girls are so opposite. The youngest has a great career. The other has so many issues, mental health. So weird, I know. Hey, One Real, it's so good to see you. Thank you for coming. It's a great party here. We are programmed in what? Hi, real ones. Mother goes, if you allow your children to constantly correct you and judge you, that becomes a habit. I don't know, man. It's like yeah. I didn't have any parents, so I mean, I had my dad, but my dad worked so I just knew business. He just was like basically he said, as long as you make enough money, like as long as you take care of your business, which you can't be like a slop. You have to take care of shit. Then don't worry about anything else. But I didn't learn anything else about life. That's all I learned. And so it worked out for me financially when I was young, but emotionally, like I needed more in life. That's why I didn't just like keep venturing down my path of being a millionaire and just going down that road, because I had to find a path of like what it meant to be a parent, what it meant to be a husband, what it meant to be a wife, what it meant to be a sibling, what it meant to be a son. I didn't know any of this stuff. So, and you guys are really helping me here. So when you guys correct me and tell me what's going on, being a parent to a healthy child is the luck of a draw. Yeah, I wasn't really talking about that so much. I think we were more targeting, like, I was expressing the anger that a child might feel for getting kicked out by his parents or her parents. So we're more, and specifically in this case, I was envisioning Joy's parents, which is absolutely ridiculous to kick her out after everything that she'd been through, when she literally had nowhere else to go. And they knew this. I mean, that was just so irresponsible of them. I mean, and then the fact that she'd already attempted suicide twice while they were living there, and then kick her out, like this is all within a year. I mean, and her brother dies. Her brother dies in a motorcycle accident, and then she's like even more fucking depressed. And then they kick her out on top of that. And well, yeah, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think she attempted suicide again? Yeah, you bet she did. Now, if she had successfully done that, do you think that the parents would have taken any responsibility? Oh, I should have maybe let her stay with it. No, they'd have been like, she had a lot of problems, nothing you can do, and it's so bad that she was born that way. So we're taking more the children that have been abandoned by their parents, not so much like criticizing any parents here for how you guys are raising if your kids are fucked up or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to say that. So, because that's Joy's experience, and so as you guys know, I have a lot to say about this discussion, but I'll save it to person. Yeah, I'd love to text me, email me. Can I get a grab? What is wrong with you? This is 4th of July, and my wife is an Air Force vet, and we were talking about how she basically was kicked out after she left the military because she was grounded because her mother committed suicide. And when she got home, she had some emotional issues, so she's eating too much food. And so her stepmom got so mad that she ate all the Spam and the top ramen one day, so they kicked her out. And that was already after she'd already attempted suicide a couple times. I'm not sure if it was before or after your brother died. After. It was after your brother died, after you committed suicide. So both her mom died, and then her brother dies 2 years later, and then she's depressed as fuck, and they can't handle the fact that she's eating a little too much food to cope with the fact that she lost her best friend, her mom, and then her second best friend, her brother. So it's like, what the hell is wrong with that type of parenting? It's like, I mean, they call it a tough love. They were mad that she took the food. They were mad that when she went to the grocery store that she spent $40 on herself for some fast food or something when she went to go buy some groceries or something, like little stuff like that. But we're talking about like less than $100 worth of stuff. But that shouldn't even matter because they knew she was suicidal. Her mom had committed suicide, yet they kicked her out in the street where she had to sleep in her car, find a place to shower and get dressed, and then show up to work as a chief executive officer's executive assistant for a large real estate firm in Washington State. I mean, the CEO had no idea his assistant was sleeping in her car because Joy kicks ass. She's a badass, and that's kind of what we're talking about. So, man, I'm really sorry to hear about your kid. That's really sad. But no, it wasn't really talking about how, like, parents that have kids that have brain malfunctions. This is more about, like, the kids that have parents with brain malfunctions. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense to you guys. They should have paid for her to have a dietitian. You know what? That's what the whole deal was, Mother SOS. The deal was move out of Sarah's house in Chico, California, where she had her friends. Come live with us in Washington. We will send you to treatment. Live with us and get treatment up here. We'll pay for it. When she got there, she went to treatment for like 2 days. They gave her the quote. They said it was going to cost $1,000 a day. And they said, hey, we got a better plan. We're not doing the treatment thing.
Well, you know what,
we're going to stay at home now, and you can do it at home.
Listen to this, you guys. It goes deeper than this. It gets actually more messed up. Listen to what happened. This is crazy. So, okay. So this is like several times in my life. So when I was very young, when my dad left, my mom always had eating disorders, and she was anorexic. And so when I was pretty young, probably like 10, I developed anorexia. And so when I was about, I don't remember what age, they probably like 12 or something, they started making a big deal. And then so they had my dad talk to me and whatever. So then when I was 16, I was abusing laxatives. I wasn't bulimic yet. I was eating and taking laxatives, which is the worst thing that I do ever. It's terrible. But and then I was just trying not to eat, and then when I did eat, I would take laxatives. And so they sent me to go live with my dad in LA, and I was supposed to go to counseling with my dad because my mom was always like, eating disorders are often related to her dad leaving and da-da-da. So they said, go to counseling with your dad. So my dad took me to one session, and then he left me there, and then he didn't want to be in the session.
That's so sad.
So I went to see a counselor. She was awesome. Her name was Judy. And then I went in the Air Force. And then when I got out of the Air Force, well, what happened, my mom killed herself while I was in the Air Force, and I was doing great, and I didn't have much of an eating disorder. I was like actually doing pretty normal. I mean, I kind of like didn't eat regularly. I lived on frappuccinos and stuff, but I wasn't bulimic. And then when my mom died is when I became really bulimic.
Hey, Vincent has a very poignant thing to say.
What was that?
Eating disorders are just hard all around.
Right, but mine were always related to when I was sad. You know, it's like because normally when I'm happy, I'm not really someone that eats a lot of food.
And you're pretty happy.
And I'm usually pretty happy.
But
when I got really sad, it was just my coping mechanism. Because I actually didn't do drugs or alcohol early on. Like I just did food. Then I discovered alcohol in the Air Force. Then it was food and alcohol. And then I didn't do drugs till later in life, till after the military and stuff. And all I ever did was cocaine. And I don't do that anymore. And weed, if you consider that. I do weed still. But anyways, but all that was like years later when I was like in my mid-20s. So all this time that they like kicked me out, I hadn't even ever tried a drug or anything. I was someone that I drank. I was a drinker, but I even was sober at the times that they kicked me out. So I was times because they kicked me out like 3 times. So what would happen is, so why I ended up in their house in the first place is my mom committed suicide. I was in the Air Force, and I was doing great, and then she committed suicide. And so they grounded me because they thought I might be suicidal. I wasn't, but they thought I might be, so they were worried, so we better evaluate her, make sure she's not, and put me on suicide watch and stuff. Well, that grounded me so then I couldn't get my flying status back. I could stay in the military.
They basically made you suicidal eventually.
Yeah, they did. No, I kept saying that. The suicide watch was it literally made me
It's weird.
suicidal.
You weren't suicidal until years later.
It created a twitch in my eye. I had a twitch for about a year. It was the craziest thing. Have you guys ever had a twitch in your eye? It was from the stress because it was what they did to me. I was doing fine. And it was insane. I was so upset. Like, I was so mad at the military for what they did to me. That's why I didn't want my disability. Like, I was so mad. I'm still so mad at, like, the things they did. Like, they messed with me so bad. And that wasn't the only time, too. The time when, like, Sergeant Tucker harassed me.
Oh, that's because you're a female. You know that, right?
Yeah, there was a lot of sexual harassment things that now would probably not be appropriate.
Well,
at all.
no, they
like,
still...
Now I mean, if it was happening now, they would stop it. Like, there's so many things that happened to me in the military. It's crazy. But that was 2002 to 2006. But anyways, it was bad. And but it was good, too. I loved the military, but there was some bad things for sure. But when my mom died, they grounded me.
I'm glad you're here, Vincent.
I could have stayed in any other job, but I wanted to be a flyer. I didn't want to be on the ground. I wanted to fly. That's the whole reason I went in the military, because I wanted to fly. So when they said I couldn't fly anymore, and I'd have to retrain to fly, I was like at 2.5 years to be able to fly again. I was like, I don't want to do that when I only have a year left in the military. So I ended up getting out. My sister said, come move in with me in Chico, California, because I'm from California. I'm from Pottsville, California. My sister was going to Chico State. And I'm like, cool, okay, I'll do that, fine. She's like, please, please, please. She was like begging me to go. Fine. So I get there, and there's 5 girls in a 3-bedroom house, and a 1-bathroom, 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. And I'm like, this is not going to work. And they were like, Joy, you can't stay here, sorry. This is not going to work. Because so I'm like, great. So you moved me all the way from Oklahoma, because I was in Oklahoma, and my sister begs me to come to Chico. And then
Thank you, Johnny G.
This all happened in a matter of, I got out of the military September 24th, 2006. And my dad came to visit Thanksgiving to Chico. And he said,
Shout out to Northern Cal.
They said, why don't you come to Washington and we'll send you to treatment? Because I was really bulimic at this point. Like, people could really tell I was really thin. And I remember Thanksgiving, I'd gotten drunk and had a bulimia episode where I ended up like vomiting everywhere because I got drunk, and it was a mess. It was bad. And so they said, why don't you come to treatment and we'll pay for it if you come to live in Washington with us. And I was like, okay, cool. And I was totally for that because I wanted to get better. I always wanted to get better. I didn't want to be bulimic. I just didn't know how to not, because I don't even stick my finger down my throat. I just throw up. So I can't not throw up. It took many years to be able to not. But anyways, they didn't understand that. So they kept just saying, don't throw up. And I'm like, I can't not throw up. I have to.
See you later, magical girl.
Anyways, because I couldn't digest food anymore. So I couldn't, but anyway, so we get to Washington, and then they're like, oh, that's expensive.
Oh, I'm glad, Vincent.
They're
I'm
like,
so glad
oh,
you're
that's
here.
expensive, because it's like $100,000 or something to send someone to treatment. And they're like, oh, no. why don't we just do it at home? Why don't we just, my dad's like, I'll just take a couple weeks off of work and we'll just, I'll just sit here with you. And yeah, that was real helpful. That didn't really do much at all. And then they wanted me to just be instantly better. And when I wasn't better, they kicked me out. So they would kick me out, and then like, something would happen. Like I would literally like
Marnie,
try to kill myself.
Marnie has a question. How often do bulimics purge? Is it a daily thing? Is it every day?
It's like
I mean, some people don't even know.
Tons a day.
They're very curious.
Tons of times. Anytime you eat, you vomit. And you eat way more than anybody else.
Explain why that is, though.
You're starving because you're vomiting every time you eat. So you eat a huge amount. Have you ever watched that Raina girl? She could eat that trough, and then she vomits it, so she's immediately hungry again. So you could eat hundreds of times a day and vomit. And it gets that way when you get really deep in your addiction. And it's horrible, and it costs a fortune. Because you can go like to 10 fast food restaurants in a day or something, you know what I mean? You just go to a place.
So maybe your parents were a little valid in kicking you out, you think?
Not then.
Not then.
I was not that
You weren't that
bad.
bad then.
No, they were not
okay,
bad.
I was asking.
They were not at all. Like later on, the way I
well, it's like everything people did. It's almost
when
like
I was spending my own money, it was way more worse than. No, I was always pretty respectful. Like I did not overdo it, but they didn't want me doing it at all. So like if I vomited at all, that was the issue. But what happened is they said they were going to pay, and then they didn't. But then get this, it gets crazier. So then I moved out several times. I lived with other people and stuff. And then like I attempted to commit suicide 3 times. I took pills, and I ended up vomiting them in my sleep and surviving each time, which I was so pissed off. I can't even do this right. I thought every time when I
that is kind of the worst.
It's the worst freaking feeling.
When you wake up after because you thought you were gonna be gone.
I passed out. Like I was like gone.
Like you thought you were gonna be gone.
And then.
And then you come back.
Vomit everywhere.
Because just so you know, okay, I want to interject something.
It was
because
awful.
I've never really taken it that far. I mean, a lot of us have thought like, oh man, maybe like not really contemplated, but like, oh, I wish I were dead, sort of thoughts. Like, because it's so stressful. But if you ever go, like, if you cross the line,
no, I've crossed it 3 times.
She crossed it 3 times. My point is that your thought process, your actions, the things that you do prior to that are like fucked up. It's like basically you're checking out, so you don't give a shit about any. I mean, it's not that you don't give a shit, but the things you do are going to be very specific to like I'm leaving, and it like okay, this is it. I'm out of here. Goodbye. I'm glad that I told everyone to fuck off or whatever she did.
Well,
you know?
I know it was crazy.
And all of a sudden, like 8 hours later, you're like, oh shit, I woke up, and now not only am I not dead, but now things are worse than before when I planned it.
Get this. This one time it got really, really bad. One time it got really bad is I tried to, okay, my dad kicked me out, and I'll tell you the whole course of it. My dad called me, I was babysitting for my, I babysat for my cousin, on top of my other jobs, I babysat for my cousin who had a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old who the mom had like, she had taken off and he went to school and stuff, so no one took care of these little girls. And they had been abused by like the mom's boyfriends and stuff. It was really bad. Yeah, my cousin's daughters. And I was taking care of them.
I don't remember
yeah, Elizabeth and
wow.
I didn't tell you about Elizabeth.
You probably did. I probably forgot.
Okay. Anyways, so I was watching them and it was like exhausting. These girls needed so much because they had been like neglected and abused. It was like Annette, but they were only like 3 and 4. So I was putting like all of my energy into this, but I was also being bulimic. So like I was taking care of them, but I was also like vomiting while I was caring for them. Like I would feed the girls, and then when they would take a nap, I would eat and vomit and stuff, and wait till the dad got home, you know, and then I would go home. But I remember, so I was watching him one night, and my dad had called and left me a message. This is what had happened. So this one time, I never stolen anything from my dad, but I needed gas, and I had spent all my money on bulimia. And
Taco Bell.
Yeah, I will probably Taco Bell. And I couldn't tell my dad that I'd done that because he knew that I was supposed to have money. And I had to get to work, and I was driving, and like I realized I was not going to make it to work.
Oh, no.
I was like, oh no, like I was already on E for a while. I was like, I'm not going to make it. And so I had to go back home.
Oh no.
And I knew that my dad had a debit card, and I knew that I could go and get like $40 out. But I was like, it was a Smith's there, so I went and got the cashback thing that way.
What a shitty way to go to work.
Because my dad would have freaked out. This is funny. My dad would have freaked out if I went to a different ATM, even with his card, like on top of it, because my dad will not pay ATM fees. So I went to the Smiths and I got cash back.
Oh God.
And so I got $40 cash back, and then I went and got gas. So it was this big old thing I had to do before work to make sure. And I thought, oh, my dad would probably never notice that. Oh, he noticed. He noticed, and he called. It was Safeway. It was Safeway. He called Safeway, and he was flipping out on them, acting like they would like charge him and all this stuff. And then like somehow he finally realized that, because I mean I'd never done this before, so he couldn't even fathom that it could be his daughter, because I never stole from my dad or anything. So he calling the Safeway and saying they double charged him and they charged him an extra and da 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 da, because he had gone there I guess earlier in the day or the day before or something. He was sure they just.
Excuse me.
And then they finally said, "Do you think anyone else in your household could have charged?" And he's like,
"Oh no."
And then he thought of me, and so he called me and he said he kicked me out. He said you have to leave tonight because you stole $40 from me. It was $40. That's the only thing I've ever stolen from my dad was $40, and he kicked me out
for gas.
For gas. Yeah,
well, which is really bulimia, I guess, but.
But it was indirectly bulimia. But I couldn't ask him for gas money because he would say, "Why don't you have money?" I spent on bulimia. So, anyways, he kicked me out, and so that night I was like, I had nowhere to go. So I was watching my cousin, and then he had come home, and I could have gone back to my cousin's, but I didn't really want to deal with that. That was weird. So to be like, my dad just kicked me out. Can I come hang out at your house? But he's got other shit to deal with his daughters and stuff. So I was like, well, this just sucks. Like now I literally have like nothing, and I'm like, this is just stupid. So I tried to commit suicide, and I went to. I didn't have any money, and barely. Like I had like $10. So I go into like a pharmacy and I buy like the cheapest like medicine that I could find. It was like some allergy medicine or something like that. And I was like, that'll do. That should work. And I take the whole bottle. I didn't realize like she needed something stronger than that. I didn't know. It's all I could afford. I was like, it was just something over the counter, you know. And because I didn't steal or anything. Like that's the thing. I'd stolen that 40 from my dad, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that again. And I just was spending all of my money buying food. And it was crazy because I just remember feeling like that my dad treated me like such a thief when I'm like, it was $40. I mean, I'm sure kids have done like worse from their parents. Like I've literally never taken like money out of my parents' wallet or anything like that. And it was like, for $40, you're literally gonna kick me out. But it hurt me so much because I already lost my mom, and then I thought I lost my dad over $40. So I tried to kill myself. And I remember though I messaged my dad, and it's kind of sad because I told him I was gonna kill myself, and then he felt really bad. So I guess he came looking for me all night, but like I knew to like go where my dad couldn't find me. So I parked my car somewhere. But like I ended up living, and later he said that he was like circling that area like over and over and over. Like he never went to where I was, but I was like in this parking lot. And he was like, I just knew you were there, and I couldn't find you though, because I had like put my car where he couldn't find me. I was in a parking lot, but I was so hidden. But he's like, I was in that parking lot. I just felt you were there and stuff. But fortunately, I didn't die. But my stepmom, after that, was like, I woke up and I lived and I had all these messages and stuff. And I felt really bad, but it was like awful. But they said I could move back in the house. But they made me go to the hospital because my stepmom said, well, maybe something happened that you, like, it might later, like you're alive now, but maybe something will happen because you took all of this whole bottle of pills. So we go to the doctor, and she made us go to my dad's hospital, which was like was really embarrassing for my dad because like we went in there and his daughters tried to commit suicide and stuff, and like we could have gone to a different hospital. It was like but so my dad was like super embarrassed about this because like everyone in his hospital knows that now his daughter tried to commit suicide, and then they charged me $4,000 for the bill because I had no health care. And I was like, so I want to commit suicide because I have no money and my parents kicked me out and I have nothing. Now, after this whole suicide attempt, I now am $4,000 more in the hole. So I was just like, this is just getting worse and worse and worse. Like every time it was getting worse, and like I wasn't dying. I was like, so the point is, do not ever try to commit suicide. But the point is, like, I'm supposed to be here, and I didn't want to be here, and I felt that my mom definitely wasn't going to let me die because I was supposed to be here. And just because, like, she died, I wanted to go with her because I wanted to be with my mom. I didn't want to be alive without my mom. And I kept wanting to be with her, and she wouldn't let me. She kept, so I've almost died many times, I believe, since my mom died. But, like, I think she keeps bringing me back. And I get frustrated, but not anymore because now I know I need to be here. But that's why, like, I don't really care about a lot of silly nonsense things.
That I do?
Yeah, like things
I
don't
get
really
all wrapped
bother
up.
me. I don't like when people are mean.
I love drama.
But I don't, little silly things. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I don't like that people are mean in general. That bothers me.
That's not right.
But your actual comments are not going to bother me. I literally have tried to kill myself 3 times, and luckily it lived. And my mom killed herself, and my brother died and stuff. So it's just like life to me is very
your mom actually tried
special, but it's not like petty to me. Like the petty stuff, that's got to go. I'm real. And so when people call me a liar or think that I do things that I don't do when I say what I do, it frustrates me because I don't kind of F around in a way. I'm real. Like, I really don't have the reason why I don't do a normal job anymore is because once all this stuff happened, I kind of lost the ability to be fake. I can do it, but I hate it. So there used to be a time that I wasn't being fake. I like felt genuine, like happy at work, and especially like a normal job, like being a secretary or assistant or whatever I did, admin. But now if I were to do that, like it's really hard. Well, already when I was doing those jobs, I remember people being like, "Did you call your mom on Mother's Day?" And and I'd be like trying to ignore it, and they'd be like keep pushing it. They're like, "Well, did you? And I'm like, well, she said, oh yeah. Oh, sorry. And you're just you try to avoid that because it's awkward in the office and stuff. But like some people will really push or just things like that, or like, just weird stuff. Or like, why don't you have kids? Or why don't you this or that? Or and you're just kind of like, I don't know. My whole life got kind of thrown off course after my mom died, and so I didn't really fit in normal life. And people think that like, like any of my choices that happened were not like drug related choices or anything like that. I never did drugs till later in life, like way later, like after all of this stuff, way after my mom died, way after the military, all that stuff. So like you could never say that any of the things that happened early on. So people will try to say, and all I ever did was cocaine. That was the only drug I ever did. I'm not saying that was okay. I'm just saying that's the one I did. People try to say I was on meth or heroin. I've never done those drugs. I haven't. Annette did meth. I am not someone that is fond of dirty things. So I'm not really like, even weed is so darn dirty to me. So I'm just not a fan of, drugs can be very, very dirty. I don't like that. I don't like that scene. I'm a very clean person. So I've always been more into doing things like bulimia, which is also kind of gross, but to me seemed more like a cleansing thing. I felt like I was like, it was gross, the eating part, but I felt like I was cleansing at the end when I vomited. It's this weird sort of thing, because I like being more free of mind. So I like weed because it opens your mind. So I've never liked things that kind of like drown you out, except for when I was really depressed. I liked alcohol. So that's why I liked alcohol, because, oh, sorry, my knee, hold on, oh gosh, you guys. I used to really like alcohol when I was really, okay, oh gosh, my knee is, okay, I have to explain my knee story. Speaking of alcohol, I can't move it. I used to really like alcohol when I was depressed because I wanted to, oh my gosh, thank you, Johnny G, for the $10, that's so awesome, oh my gosh, thank you. Really appreciate that, thank you so much. Oh, wow. Do a little dance, make a little love, you see Johnny G, we got $10.
Hey, Johnny G, man, that's awesome.
Get down tonight, do a little dance, make a little love. Get down tonight, get down tonight,
do a little dance, make a little love. Get down tonight, get down tonight.
Anyway, so,
hey, listen, Denzel.
My knee, you're gonna have to do my knee today.
Okay, Denzel wrote 2-part message. He said when he first scrolled through this live, he thought that we were just making up imaginary stories, just talking stuff, but he didn't judge us and he didn't leave. He stuck around, but then he started realizing, he started listening, he started realizing our stories were very relatable. And he's glad he stuck around.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Denzel.
We want to be relatable to you guys, because like here's the thing, everyone's life suck in some way. Like, there's good things in your life, but there's shitty stuff in your life.
True.
Like, everybody. Nobody's life has been great. It looks great to other people, but there's been shitty stuff in every single person's life. And sometimes those things can be debilitating, those shitty things, and they can really set you back for a while, and it could be an ailment, it could be a death, it could be an addiction, it could be a loved one, like a relationship that's ended, a divorce or just a boyfriend, girlfriend kind of thing, whatever. It could be so many different things, but we like to just be like, we don't ever, what we want you guys to know is when we're saying things about, like, when we're kind of like, sounds like judging, we're talking about behaviors and stuff that can be changed. So it's like, hey, if you're doing this thing, if you don't think you're being the best person you can be, then change that. And that's what we have done. So, like, I was a super shitty person when I first got with Richard because I was pretty much in my own world of, like, my own addiction. Like, I was a bulimic drunk, and it was like, I didn't really care. That's all. It was like, I needed my alcohol and I needed my food, and then I just wanted to be left alone. And I had to slowly, like, kind of get rid of all my addictions and then deal with myself and realize, oh, I was pretty bad. So, yeah, so there's a lot of things that I don't call them regrets because I didn't ever do anything that I was downright trying to, like, ever hurt someone or do something bad. It was like I was so sick, in a sense, I did things. So I'm not mad at myself. I think I'm not going to do that again. So that when you guys think of your past, I want you to not be, like, mad at yourself or, like, blame yourself or criticize yourself.
But
just
look
say,
at you now, healthy and happy.
I don't want to do that again. If
That's
it
right.
Was something, like, more like that way.
It's
like
amazing
that.
how we recovered through that. 3 times to take care of yourself, and here she is, completely different. Well, I'm going to put a collage together of, like, how she was right after, like, before and after her mom died, and then.
Yeah, like, I think sometimes people don't realize, like, that I really did. Over in the sense
that's
of, like,
what Denzo was
when
saying.
You go, some people have experienced that, like, where they've almost died or something, where, once you do that, like, you just realize there's so many more important things in life, that life is, like, not about little petty stuff. It's like, it's about relationships with people and caring about people and stuff and loving. It's about loving and not hating. When you lose loved ones and go through a lot of stuff in life, I think you realize that life is more about love than hate.
Well, some people do, but some people also get, like Yoda was teaching the other day, people get attached to their loved ones. And so often, like Anakin, if they lose a loved one, they get angry. And then their anger turns to hatred, and then they get really bitter.
Yeah, I guess that could happen.
Right,
that
Could,
but
but that's why they say you shouldn't be so attached to that stuff.
Well, but I think, I would think still, though, that when you are that attached, you are loving someone, so you still know love, more than, like, someone that, if you haven't felt, like, sadness over someone, then you probably haven't experienced love, you know what I mean? Because those kind of go the same, where, like, if you love someone, they're going to hurt your feelings at some point, or they're going to go away, you know what I mean? But so, because that's love, they can only affect you when, you really can only be affected by people that you love. That's why I'm like, people I don't even know, I'm like, I don't care what you say, I don't know you, so that's fine. The people around me that I love, if they say things, that will affect me. Because I love them and I care about their opinions. And the more I get to know people, I'll care about your opinions. But, like, if I don't know you, I don't really care what you say about me because I don't even know you. So like, how can your opinion even be valid if you don't know me and I don't know you? You know what I mean? Like, so we don't know each other. Like, you may have seen my videos or something like that, but, like, so I can't rely on, like, when people say hate stuff, it's like, well, if you in person, if we have an interaction and you still feel the same way, fine, but, like, you're just going off of, like, whatever this opinion you got from some videos you watched or something like that, you know what I mean? It's like, you shouldn't make such rash opinions about someone before you actually even meet in person, you know what I mean? Cause,
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
you shouldn't dislike someone you never met.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's like, because, although I guess you can just, if you just really don't like me, you say, everything you do all day just bothers me. Okay, fine. I guess you can feel that way. But usually, you kind of need to know someone to really have, like a very, like, either a hate or a love. You know what I mean? Like, I just hate them. Because it usually needs to be, like, where they really interacted with you in some way. So I guess some of the social media people might feel that way if we've interacted with their accounts. Maybe they really feel that. But I'm just shocked at the amount of hate because I'm like, how can you hate me this much? Like, we're just new to this channel and I don't even know you. Like, I don't understand. Like, you would think I'd have to have like a long laundry list of things I've done to you for you to hate me that much, but I don't know. Oh my gosh, you guys gotta see Casper. Look at this. Look, he finally calmed down after a sugar high. We're drinking dark sugar. Look at him. Is that a happy bunny or what? That's my Casper baby. Cute. He relaxing. Yeah, Johnny G. Yep. Yeah. Oh, you know what? My mom always said that hate will eat you alive because it's like, she always say like, hate is like a cancer. It just eats at your soul, you know, because like, the more someone hates, like the more they hate for real. Like it's like, you go like, you think like, I'm just hating this one thing and then everything else I'll enjoy it. But no, you can't. Like once you start hating, like you hate everything. Like you don't ever have joy again. You don't ever have joy. So what? Like that's why I can't hate because I have to be joy. But yeah, because I've done that where when I've been in a bad mood and you think, oh, I'm just in a bad mood about this and I'll be in a good mood about something else. But no, you're just all day in a negative, nasty mood. And I've done that. You guys saw earlier on when I was mad about Gloria about things. So much better now. So much better. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what, you guys? They're both doing better without the caffeine too. Gloria gets really grumpy with the caffeine. It's crazy. It was just with a little bit of decaf getting from the green and black tea, but it's made a huge difference. Gloria's she was very grumpy. So she was very snippy, very snappy, very rude. Now she's much more like kind of jovial. We're like, oh, good. And she was being that way for a minute, and then they started drinking more and more tea is what happened. So early on, we had gotten them off the coffee, and then, because it's really bad for Annette, the caffeine is horrible for Annette. And then slowly, Gloria kind of kept creeping more and more tea into their daily consumption. And so I started to be like, why can't Annette sleep at night? What's going on here? Because usually her medicine kind of knocks her out. And I was like, I was like, started to realize, because I saw Gloria making the tea, but still hadn't really, and I was like, oh, it's got to be the tea. We got to back off on that tea. And Gloria won't back off. We've asked her over and over, so I had to take it out. But Gloria seems to be doing fine. I mean, I know she's pretty excited today because it's 4th of July. She's over at the pool. They're having a little party over there. So I don't know how she'll do tomorrow. She'll probably be exhausted tomorrow. But she didn't say anything this morning. She's really happy. I don't know if you guys saw the video where she made a video from the groceries. I went to 3 stores this morning. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Carl. And oh my gosh, you guys are kind of, thank you for the hearts. And thank you. I'm going to say it wrong. I always want to say, was it? Who dat? I always say it wrong. I always say, who done it? Thank you, Kelly. Kelly killed it yesterday with the PayPal. And I keep calling her, who done it? She's like, it's who dat? I don't know why I keep wanting to say who done it. So I do this thing like once I have like a name stuck, like it sticks to, like if I do remember something, it'll stick like the wrong thing. It's so bad. So thank you, Kelly. You just blew us away with your oh my gosh, it was like insane how generous you were yesterday. And so I felt very fortunate today to be able to go 4th of July and do some grocery shopping. So I had to go to 3 stores because the first Walmart didn't have any organic beef. They were out, but that's when I got the steaks. I bought those 2 sets of so it's 4 steaks, but they were 2 sets of the ribeyes. And we would not have been able to have such a wonderful treat. That's it. Oh, right, it's right here. Richard's eating. If it wasn't for Kelly, Hudat, and Carl. Thank you guys yesterday. And all of you guys, anybody that's been joining, we are so appreciative of all the new memberships. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the people that have been sending stuff to the P.O. Box. So if you want to send anything to the P.O. Box, that's Joy L. 1930, Village Center Circle, Suite 3-354. That's the box number. Las Vegas, Nevada, 89134. That's Joy L. 1930, Village Center Circle, Suite 3-354, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89134. Hi, Jared. Hey, cheers. Hey, Allison. Hey, Scooby-Doo. Hi, how do you say that? Mehmet? Half the time I don't want to say the things. I'm going to butcher all your guys' names. Janard, as I would say wrong. Janard. Yeah, what is that one? I don't know that one. Johnny, Vincent, Beth. I'm going to say your guys' names wrong. That's why I feel like an idiot reading them. Hi, Olivia. Hi, Dr. Sigma. Hello, hello, hello. Vincent. Mama Bear. Hi, Mama Bear Marianne. There you are. Schneider Vintage. Hi, Becky Black. TTA. Wow, a bunch of you guys. Hello, 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 hello. Wow, thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. In England, people have a traditional tea party now. You know, I was wondering, we were just talking about that. When was that day of that, at the Boston Tea Party? I was like, was that similar to the day that I took away Gloria's tea? But no, they were saying that was in December. But yeah, you guys love tea in England, huh? You guys go nuts for tea. So we used to watch Big Brother UK, and man, that is the funniest thing when they don't get the tea. So what happens, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that show. Big Brother UK is the best one, I think. That one and the Australian one. I like it better than ours. But on the UK one, what they do is they give them a very small shopping budget, and then like they're allowed to, they do like games to try to get more money for the shopping budget, or they do things and they lose money for their shopping budget. So what's always like a huge thing that they're arguing about, hey Jackie, hi Jackie Mikado, Mehmet, was it Mehmet? Mehmet? I don't know how you say your name. Sorry. Hi, Amanda. Amanda's coming over later. But the thing that everyone loses their mind over is the tea. They're always trying to get tea, but sometimes it's like out of the budget, or they'll get the wrong tea or something, and people just like lose it. Like, it's so funny because people get really mad in England without their tea. Like really mad on the show. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. Like, it's hilarious. They like seriously start going at each other because they take away that's why they do it. They do it to instigate people. So they take away their alcohol, and then sometimes they'll give them a little alcohol, and they take away their tea, and they take away their food, and they get them all irritable, and it's really funny. But yeah, the tea is like a huge thing. And the English breakfast tea, everyone's always trying to get that one. Yeah, English tea, yeah. I remember everyone was like, who didn't order the English breakfast tea? Like, one lady like lost her mind this one time because they got, I think they got green tea or something instead of her breakfast tea or something, and she just lost it or something. Or someone got like decaf tea one time or something instead of regular. And it was really funny because the other one was hilarious. Did you guys ever see the one with Gary Busey? I don't know if anyone has watched the show besides us. But there was one where they had Gary Busey, because sometimes they have celebrities on there. And they had this thing where you go in the diary room. I don't know if you guys have seen the show. And they talk to the diary room, and they show on the show. But Gary Busey, they had put the stairs. You had to walk up these stairs to the diary room, and Gary Busey either had tea or coffee every day, and he would like drop his tea or coffee on every single step up the stairs, up and down, and then never clean up. So like the issue, I guess, with this house was like, oh yay! Okay, let's go see. Can they go see Nettie? Yeah. Here, take my mic because I'm done. But yeah, he pissed off the entire house, and it was so funny because the biggest thing that pisses everyone off is the tea, for real. So I'm glad Gloria's doing all right, because I know taking away someone's tea can be a bad thing. We've seen it on the show. I was saying, remember on the UK Big Brothers when they take away the tea?
Oh, they get so mad.
And like, especially like the English breakfast tea. Oh God, they lose it.
I sure remember that.
Oh, thank you so much, Kelly, Hudat, and Carl. You guys made us have the best 4th of July ever. Happy 4th of July, everyone. If you're not in America, happy 4th of July anyways. Just enjoy your non-holiday as we celebrate our holiday, I guess. We love y'all.
Yeah, we love it. We love it. Come on, guys. Let's go. Hi, Nettie. Let's hang out for a minute.
All right.
Everybody wants to say hi. Here's this.
Oh, good.
And put your goggles on. Okay, we don't need it, but if you want to, yeah. Okay. I got you. Let me get it. Perfect.
Oh, thank you.
Perfect. Oh. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi, Annette. Nettie is. What do you? Let's see what's Annette listening to. A Nelly. It looks like Nettie's listening to a little Nelly right now.
Yeah.
Hi, Martello. Who dat? We love you, Nettie.
Me too.
Who dat bought all the groceries today?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
For that. Thank you.
Thank you, who dat?
Appreciate it.
And those pancakes, were those pancakes good?
Yeah, they were really good.
Yeah,
Thank
who dat?
you.
I'm making a video right now. It's gonna be really cool. You're gonna like it. Annette is having a wonderful day.
Oh, God.
Annette, you look so good.
Thank you.
Absolutely, Nettie, family.
God.
Thank you, who dat? Appreciate that. Reading material, excuse me. This is how we put him in timeout. Oh. Thank you, Manna. Hi. Hi, Annette. Annette, you are such a cutie pie. Love you.
Oh, thank you.
Nettie, you're a rock star.
Oh, good.
I love watching Nettie get better every day.
Nothing wrong with me.
Yeah, nothing wrong with Nettie. Do you want to go to Idaho?
No.
Well, who that invited us? She has a nice place. Maybe later. Maybe some other day.
No.
Nah, she likes it here. Okay. Mother's hi, Annette. I'm in Northern Cali. Hi, gorgeous.
Hi.
She keeping it real. Happy 4th of July. Yes, says who dat. You guys are so sweet. Rebecca, y'all beautiful.
Thank you.
Really? Bedbugs? No, bedbugs are getting better.
No bed bugs.
No bedbugs.
Good.
Good. Nettie, Netflix and chill. Hi. Hopefully I see. Yeah, Amanda's maybe coming over later today for 4th of July. Would that be nice?
Yeah.
Would you like to see Amanda again?
Yeah.
She's such a sweetheart. We love Amanda so much. Hi, Nettie. Bless you. Hi, Gone John. Nettie, would you love to walk the trails? Would you like to go on some trails in Idaho?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Not Idaho.
Yeah, maybe. She's not big on traveling too much right now, who dat, but maybe down the road. You know, we'll talk to her about it. Hi, Nettie from Kentucky. Hi, Jacob. Hi, Terry. Healthy family force mentioned bedbugs rude. Excuse me. Do the fireworks bother Annette? Do the fireworks bother you?
No.
Do you like fireworks?
Oh, yeah, they're good.
Yeah. Cherry Cook says, Kai, hanging out with friends is awesome. Nettie, do you like to fish? Go
Not
fishing?
really.
No. Nettie from Illinois. Hi, Illinois. Have you ever been to Illinois?
No.
Chicago? You ever been to Chicago?
No.
No, I've never been there. I used to live in Chicago.
Oh, neat.
Hey, gorgeous. How are you today? Hi, that's Amy Gomez.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, hi, Amy. How are you?
Mm-hmm.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo! Y'all watch some fireworks tonight. Marnie.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, okay, that sounds like a good plan. Rich and Joy are awesome, but I'm here for you. Good for bringing, yep, exactly. And Nettie brought everybody together.
Oh, good.
She's the reason why we're all together, huh, Nettie?
Good.
Yeah. Stay cool, Nettie.
All right.
So what are your plans for the day, Amy Gamo would like to know?
I at work.
She's going to go to work on 4th of July?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need a shower or anything?
No, I'm fine.
You don't need a shower today? Okay. Or do you shower already?
Yeah.
Okay. Annette is a rock star. That's the reason why I'm here. Exactly, Amy. It's the reason why I'm here, too. I'm back. Love had to drive. Annette.
Oh, God.
They're all here for you, Annette.
Oh, good.
Everyone is here for you.
Oh, wonderful.
Look at that. You're the reason they're here.
Wow.
You are the star. What's the temperature where you guys are? Houston's 100.
I think so.
Hi, Gloria.
Hi, Mom.
How was the club? It's going to be probably some of the hottest ever this weekend. I mean, I don't know what the temperature is right now, but it's going to be well over 100. I think they're pushing for 118, maybe. Hi, Mary Carl. Hi, Aaron. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Who dat? Right on. Big love for your family in the UK. Hi, everyone. I don't see it that way. Joy didn't make fun of names. What happened? Someone made fun of names? Joy doesn't make fun of names. That's weird. She's the rock star of the show. Yes, you are the rock star of the show.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they're all having a little drama. They're having a little drama session.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, you know, no, not that kind of drama session. They're gossiping.
Oh.
Yeah, that kind of drama. She thought it meant drama session like thespians, you guys. What a wonderful day to be here. Yes, it is. Hey, Annette. The good Annette. Are you guys twins? Almost.
Huh?
No, we're not. We're 6 years apart, actually. Thank you so much. It's nice of you to say, Denzel. I got them from Zenny. Zenny Eyewear. I'll send a link to you if you email me. Healthy Family Force.
Good.
Vincent, I was in Las Vegas 2 years ago. It was 119 degrees. They said 118 was the record. Let me double check this. Joy. 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 So Joy.
I looked it up, and you're right.
It must have been there, Dan.
No, you're right. No,
I know that's in the record book, but he literally said.
there might be certain parts, like maybe in like certain areas.
That what happened. Hi, everyone. Are you tired, Annette?
No.
A little bit tired? We're doing no caffeine today. Do you know that?
Oh, good.
Yeah, because Annette said no caffeine. She's on a health. What?
If you think about it, they take an average temperature for the day. So you could be here and see a temperature higher, but like, cause like,
Hi,
if you
Emily.
think about like, if you're down by the strip, it's gonna be hotter than it is.
Hey, no way! I missed that. Thank you
Does
so
that make
much,
sense?
Johnny
Like, you
G.
could be here and it could hit 120 or hit 119.
Okay, great. Johnny G, congratulations! You became a member. Look, Johnny.
Oh, good.
Yeah. First time I lived in Vegas, 19, we got to 120 degrees, 126 degrees. Holy cow, that's crazy. Yeah, as in Las Vegas. Hope you're having a great 4th of July. We're having a great 4th of July, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I love Annette. 100 degrees in Vegas is cooler than 100 degrees in Texas. That's true, but I think it's going to be 118 degrees or 110 degrees or so. So unfortunately, it's not going to be 100 degrees. 100 degree day would be absolutely balmy. Be perfect. 112 in Stockton. Ouch. Damn, it's getting hot everywhere. Do you like the hats, Annette?
Yeah, they're good.
Why is the door taped up? Oh, because we have a broken window, and we wanted to insulate it. Until we can afford to replace the window, we have it boarded up.
Yeah, you know how it works is the weather station is in one area, so where they're taking it could only ever get to 118, but someone coming to Las Vegas could reach 120 where they're located because it's not where they take the temperature in one spot every single
Come
day.
here, we got a new member.
Okay. I'm gonna explain that.
Yeah, no, Johnny G's our new member here. Remember Johnny G?
Oh, hi, Johnny G. Oh, thank you. Welcome. Hey, I was going to explain about the weather. If you guys don't know this, I actually took a weather class in college. They take the weather temperature in one spot every day. Like, So that is the highest level temperature in that spot. Which they say in Vegas it's like 118, I think was the temperature, right?
I guess.
But you could be in Vegas and it could be hotter. It could be 119 or 120 because you're in a different spot. So it could get higher than that. But they're never gonna say it got hotter than that because they take the temperature in a certain spot. So there's like in certain parts of Vegas, it's hotter than other parts, but they're saying in Las Vegas, we're taking the temperature here.
Yeah.
So if you're like down by the strip, at certain times it's freaking hot in certain areas, and that might not be where they're taking the temperature. Does that make sense? So you could come here and you could say, it says on my temperature thing that it's 120 degrees. Yes, but they're saying the top temperature is only 118 ever. But I've been here where it says 120 on something, and I've seen that. Because sometimes down by the strip, it does get that hot, but that's not where they take it. I don't know where they exactly take it. I think they take it actually near the Strat or something, but I forget. But anyhow, so that's that. So yeah, you could be here in hotter, but they're saying on record the hottest ever in Vegas is 118.
Oh, wow. 118. Thanks for joining, Johnny G, to the Annette's Club. That was great. So I hope that clears it up for you guys. But how does it feel, Annette? Is it hot out there? You've been
Yeah,
outside.
it's really hot.
Did you go out today already?
Yeah.
Annette already went outside today, guys, and it was fucking hot. Hi, Scooby-Doo. Amy Gomez. Watch people faint in the LVCC during setup and breakdown. Oh, right. I remember that. I totally remember that. Oh, wow. That's crazy, Amy. Look at that. 118 degrees, but nope. Got to 126. And I was dying with oh gosh, 126. That sounds miserable. Holy cow. That's not like Death Valley temperatures.
Hi. Oh, thank you. Oh, good. Thank you.
All right.
Oh, what's that there?
Oh, smoothie.
Orange juice.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Gloria. Refreshment.
Yeah.
See, we're drinking juices now. We're not doing teas today. Yeah, we're getting healthy.
They were having a festivity.
Come here,
Oh,
Gloria.
honey.
Gloria, come in.
No, I don't want to come in.
Oh, well, come say hi.
How was it?
Did you?
Come tell
Yeah,
us
I
about
did.
it.
I saw it. Yeah, it
I
was
wish I
fun.
had money to buy, so you could
Oh,
buy. They were
good.
selling things. Yeah.
All neat.
They were selling
Oh,
things
cool.
at the festivity. Were there? They were having a parade and there were a lot of vendors selling hamburgers and selling things.
Oh, they having it all day today?
Well, near to the service, I saw Annette walking by, but I didn't have any money to give her.
Oh, that's
I
all
wish I
right.
could-
Oh, that was
yeah, so
fun.
you could have something.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Oh,
Yeah.
fun.
Something to eat next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, honey.
I love you.
I love you, Gloria. Yeah, you see, that's the issue. See, she literally says that if we give her cash, she would give it to Annette. That's why we can't give her any cash. Because if we did, she would just give it to Annette, and then that's a big problem. So Annette can use cards, but she can't use the cash. So, but anyways, did you want to go to that later today?
I just did.
You were at the fair.
Yeah, it was a fest.
Do you want to go back there? Was it fun?
No, it's closed.
Oh,
it's
was it?
closed.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was fun.
Was it boring?
It was, no, it was fun.
It was fun. It was fun. Yeah, exactly. Right. Hello, Dad. Happy birthday, 4th. I love you so much. Hello from New York. Scooby-Doo. Wow. Next Monday, Tuesday from Nevada. And Vegas will be whatever. Happy 4th. So, but tell your mom thanks for having you guys. Gloria was. Yeah, that's probably true. Who that? I mean, thank you. I didn't want to go there. I mean, see what Gloria does. She comes in. Oh, I wish I had cash. I would see what she was doing was she was trying to appeal to you guys and say, "Poor me. They don't." Who dat? You haven't seen the video yet, but we just bought $200 worth of groceries today. We stuck it in, and Annette had the biggest breakfast, and I'm gonna publish it so when you guys see what we got with the money. But she's complaining that she didn't have any cash to buy hamburgers at a fair. Like, I don't even think that we need that right now. What do we have here? Oh, look at this, though.
Good, thank you.
Oh,
thank
perfect.
you.
Thank you, Gloria. But we have a delicious... Do you have anything else out there to eat or just a salad?
Salad's fine.
Well, later on,
Okay.
Oh, good.
steak and
Oh,
some
good.
food.
We got some...
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
we got some steak. We got steak and potatoes. We got a bunch of stuff we bought for the... So we got a bunch of stuff. So the thing is also... Hey, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the super sticker. You know, one of the things that Joy taught me that a lot of people go to these festivals and all they are is just a waste of money. It's like,
What was going to happen to...
come on in.
Okay.
We can't hear you. You're on a microphone. You gotta come in.
You guys. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. what was going to happen to if Gloria had the cash? She was going to eat a burger and then not come home and cook. So I set out everything for her to cook. So she was just
We got all this wonderful food,
No,
yes.
listen, she was just going to eat a burger for herself and forget about Annette.
Yeah.
So that's-
Okay. Anyway, she's all wet. She's doing dishes. She's cleaning back there. Joy's always doing stuff. So who dat? Like we did the right thing. You see, and a lot of people say, oh, you're being so mean. But no, the thing is that yeah. I mean, she was kind of like basically, yeah. We were worried that if you guys had hamburgers, then all the food we bought today to make here, we wouldn't bother making it. So we wanted to have Annette to have a nice home cooked meal today. Who dat? You got a budget. That was really nice of Gloria. Yeah, no, I think everyone's having a great day. You aren't being mean. Well, it's just a balance because, see, Gloria isn't mean per se, but she feels that, like, oh, why can't I go to the casinos every day? Is kind of like her underlying feeling. If we were doing that, gosh, she'd be happy. I mean, if she'd go to the casinos every day, she'd be happy as could be. But we just can't afford that right now. Annette, you are a sweetheart. Happy 4th of July to you all. Mothers can be testing. Yes, they can. Hello from Utah. I know. Did you catch that? Oh, I wish I had a little bit of money to give to Annette. All you had to do is ask us. We were sitting right here. We have a cell phone. You didn't even call us to invite us. I wish we had more people like her to curb bad habits. That's exactly what I had to double take. I understand. Maybe they should find a rich boyfriend. Yeah, maybe. Hey, baby girl, love you. What's up, beautiful people? Probably you two gambler? No, not really. How about a bro and sis hug?
All right.
Hi.
Yeah.
Annette's very, very protective, defensive of Gloria for some reason.
I love Gloria.
We love you too, but Gloria is actually, the issue is how much Gloria loves us.
She loves us too.
Yeah, but does she care about us?
Yeah.
Well, if she cared about us, she wouldn't have spent all the money in it.
Yeah.
She did spend all the money. That's why I'm here right now.
Oh.
Yes, that's a reality. That's a fact. I know you don't like it, but that's why we're here. So don't get mad at me when Gloria gets all upset or whatever because she's playing this little victim card. The fact is, the reason why she has no money is not because we won't give it to her. It's because she spent it all. And she spent all of your inheritance too. So you don't have an inheritance now. I mean, Annette knows this, but sometimes she forgets. And she's like, oh, I love going. Well, yeah, that's cool, but Annette, don't forget. Last year, she was hitting you with a broomstick. You know, I mean, these are facts. So we are the ones helping you. Gloria is a little bit of a conniving. She's a little bit of a manipulator. So just be careful, you guys. Annette, we love you.
I do too.
We love you, Annette. We love you. Annette, you know Rich and Joy. Do you know that Joy and Rich love you?
Oh, good.
No, we do.
All good.
We do! Annette gets a little grumpy because she doesn't like it when Gloria demands this sort of like, I'm a princess and you have to like worship her every day. And if you question her or whatever, Gloria gets upset. Annette doesn't like it when Gloria gets upset. When Gloria gets upset, she sulks for days. So it's not so much that Gloria, it's just like Annette wants to keep Gloria happy. The problem is keeping her happy is nearly impossible. We love you, Annette. Do you guys go into the sunset stations when you guys used to? I love Sunset Station. I know. It's so funny. We put up a video of us. We're having our mechanic after remember we had all the fiasco with the battery and everything. So we're having our and we had to get the key. So there's some programming we had to do on our car. So we stopped it off at the mechanic, and he was right next to Palms Casino. So he said it's gonna be about 45 minutes. Well, we didn't want to take an Uber, so we said let's go to Palms, use the restroom, freshen up, and we went there to go to the restroom. While we were waiting, the song comes on. Do you want to dance? No. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. Get down tonight. Remember that song? And that came on while we were waiting there. Nanny, you keep yourself happy. That's the best way to live. What's your favorite movie or show?
Oh, all of them. All of them are good.
She loves all of them, guys. Thanks, hon. It's okay. Do you need to eat your food now?
Oh.
Do you want to eat or do you want to go for a walk?
Right. Oh, no, it's all right.
Or do you mind hanging out? Want to hang out for a little more minutes?
I'll eat.
You want to eat? Okay,
Yeah.
let's eat. Go ahead and eat.
All right.
You can go ahead and eat your lunch now.
All right.
You have salad. Mom will make you a steak later. Are you hungry for lunch?
Oh, no, I'm fine now.
You got steak?
Yeah, salad. It'd be perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Good job, Nettie.
All right, thank you.
Come on, guys, let's go. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah. Okay. Can you grab me a water? Great. Oh gosh. You know, sometimes Gloria just puts like a damper on everything. I'm not kidding you. She has a lot of effect over my sister's mood. That's why we get a little irritated with her. Like when Gloria's in a good mood, like Annette's easier for Annette, but Gloria kind of like mopes around, like, you know, makes the comment, oh, I would have bought, you know, a hamburger for Annette if I had some money. And it's like, well, we can't give it to you. If we gave you the money, then A, you either would have spent it, but B, the issue is if.
Let's bring up the other issue. There is no money.
Well, on top of it, there's not a lot of it. Oh, we just spent all the money on groceries on top of it. So to go buy.
Spent all of the money.
She's
Gloria spent all the money, and now she's mad that like she heard that we got donations. And that's why she's like, oh, I wish I had money. I spent the money on the food. And then she wanted to go buy food today. That like spending money on food when I spent the money at the grocery store. That would have been
morning.
Like all morning on the food. Like we don't have any more money. And she's pissed off. We are here in this messed up house, which was way better than it was when we arrived. We've fixed it because Gloria spent all the money and she's still sulking that she doesn't have money. There is no money. I work my ass off and you guys donate to give her money to even live. And she's still bitching when I got her steak today. 2 steaks, 2 ribeye steaks. And she's like, oh, I couldn't get a sandwich at the bazaar. Well, I had a steak, 2 steaks waiting for you at home, which I already showed you. Okay? And guess what? We don't have any more money. She acts like we're keeping money from her. We're contributing to her. And she acts like, I wish I had money. Well, maybe you shouldn't have spent it all.
And
then you would have some money and we would have some money. Wouldn't be having to ask for donations and I would have to work my ass off. So don't complain when you don't have any freaking money. You're the reason. You're the reason we all live here and have no money is Gloria. And she complains to us and bitches to us and makes you guys actually feel sorry for her. Like, oh, how dare they not give her money on 4th of July. We can't give her cash because Annette will get on meth. That's why Gloria can't have cash, and there is no cash to give her if there was cash. So we are doing this to save Annette's life, and Gloria has her sulky pants on. Oh, dear Lord, I couldn't buy a hamburger, a shitty hamburger, I'm sure, at a bazaar at the retirement community. I'm sure it was the best hamburgers you'd ever get. Jesus. I got a ribeye steaks, 2 ribeye steaks sitting here from Kelly and Carl yesterday.
Yeah.
And then she's, oh, woe is me.
Oh, God, I couldn't believe that.
Oh. I'm like, Gloria, you would be homeless without all of us, without us and with you guys now.
This was in foreclosure last year.
This house was in foreclosure and 5 liens on it. And not ever a thank you. It's a sulky complaining 24/7. Why do you guys think we get irritated? Constant complaining when all we do is literally wipe her ass for her and do everything for her. My life sucks. I have to go to the pool all day. I have to wake up at some time during the day. Maybe I don't even have to wake up if I don't want to. Oh, I gotta walk. I gotta sit in the sun and tan. Oh, I have to maybe make pancakes, and if I don't, Joy might, on my son's birthday that I forgot, throw 2 pancakes at me once in my life after I beat all of the children and tried to crush a wine bottle on Joy's head. Oh! And Joy pays all my bills and cleans up everything and cleaned her entire house. I do everything for this woman. Never a thank you. Her thank you is like a obligatory one, like, oh, thank you, like never like a wow, thank you for sacrificing your entire life and saving my daughter. Thank you for every single day working all day long to keep this house clean. Because you know what the Gloria does? She doesn't help clean. She makes more messes for me. So I clean up after her all day long and she just expects it. Did you get the video from last night of how she left the kitchen? Can we post that? Of how she just left the kitchen when she went to bed with the lights off. This is with the lights off. We have a mouse problem already from her. We've tried to mitigate, and I want you guys to see the video of how she left the kitchen. Just food everywhere, everything out, everything on the stove, everything on the counter, everything. Pots, pans, everything out, food everywhere, nothing put away, and she turned off the lights and went to sleep. I mean, I'm just like, you didn't even like put something in the fridge. I mean, it was like everything was still on the stove. Like everyone's plates was out. Everything was on the counter. I mean, do you have the video? I mean, can you show them right there a little bit of it? I mean, it's like insane. It's crazy. You guys will see later. And it's just like Richard literally said, she just expects you to clean, doesn't she now? I mean, it's just like, she doesn't even like, there's not even like, she doesn't even try. It's like, oh, Joy, I'll do it. And I try not to. I go, I'm just gonna not.
Smile.
It just gets worse.
Yay.
It gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And I'm like, forget it. And so I can't let it go for very long. I'm like, because in a day, it's disgusting. I mean, it's a shit show in that kitchen. If I leave it one day, it's an absolute wreck. I can't even usually leave it a whole day. I'll go like at midnight. I can't take it anymore. It's so bad. And so I did that last night because I think I left it all day. I don't even know if I left it all day. I think only half day yesterday. It was only a half day. Cleaned it before she came back from the gym. I usually clean when she's at the gym, and then I'll clean after she goes to bed. Oh God, my knee again. I keep saying my knee. Oh, Richard never rubbed my knee like he said he would yesterday. So let me put this on so I'm not holding this thing. But yeah. So she is the most ungrateful, unappreciative, rude people I have ever met. Like, she's so ungrateful. I mean, if people had like done everything for you, saved your house from foreclosure, paid all of your bills, clean your house, take care of your daughter, still pay all your bills, do everything for you, you don't literally have to do anything, would you still complain? Would you still bitch about those people? Or would you say thank you? If you would bitch, then you didn't be best friends with Gloria. You guys would be best buddies. Because you all should get along. Because I've never seen anything like this. And it's insane. Like, she literally thinks we're, like, torturing her. And half of you guys think that, too. Are you insane? The woman can do whatever she wants, except for she can't have cash. She can have a Cash App card. She can't have cash. And she can't now have caffeine because she gives both those things to Annette. Those are the two things that we've cut from Gloria. And I know the caffeine sucks, but it is so bad for Annette, and Gloria will not have caffeine without dousing Annette with caffeine. So we're like, if you can't just give caffeine to yourself, you can't have it then because you keep giving it to Annette. We've asked her over and over and over. If Gloria has caffeine, she gives it right to Annette. And caffeine for Annette is horrible. So we had to take out caffeine, which she thinks is such an awful thing, and we had to take out cash. She can have a Cash App card. She can go anywhere with a Cash App card. She doesn't want to. She only wants cash. She used to want to go shopping when we gave her cash, and we found out she was just going to the casino. We thought she was going shopping because as soon as we gave her a Cash App card, she didn't want anything to do with shopping. She used to always want to go to Smith's and go to like the Target or Walmart, and we thought she'd go. She used to drive, and we'd give her cash and stuff, and then she'd be gone for like hours on end, and we were like thinking she just took forever shopping. We didn't even like value what she got when she got home. We didn't care. And then as soon as we took away cash, she didn't want nothing to do with shopping. So I'm like, oh, you weren't shopping, you were just gambling. That's all you were doing. So as soon as we took away cash, Gloria then just sits on the couch or walks to the little gym over here. It's like a hop, skip, and a jump from it. It's like the nicest club ever, too, that we're not allowed to go to because only 2 people per household can go, or you have to pay $1,000 a year per person. So it'd be $2,000 a year for me and Richard to go to that little club Gloria gets to. It's just so abused to go to, And we had to pay $7,000 to them to get her to be able to go again. So if you guys are like, why isn't there money? I don't know. We paid $7,000 the HOA. We paid $10,000 that stupid car, and then the rest of her other bills. And we're still trying. This is all in a year and a half that we're talking about. Like all these things, all like bills after bills. All of her bills were in the thousands. Bills that are supposed to be like $40 bills, because they like, I don't know how some of the things had not. Some of the things had shut off, and then she paid a little bit, and they turned it back on, and some things were fully shut off. Like her electricity was off when we first got here, so we had to pay them immediately $500 to even get it back on, and then they have all this back stuff, but they turned it on with $500, and then all of them are that way. We're like, they'll turn the thing on with a certain amount, but then they had to put us on all these payment plans or expect a certain amount up front. So all of her bills were that way. It was insane, and they were gonna foreclose. One of the people that were gonna foreclose on her house was the trash. Republic Services was one of the people that put a lien on her house. Republic Services put a lien. The HOA put a lien on her house. A couple of other ones had liens. I forget now. Even Richard dealt with most of that stuff. But I couldn't believe the trash one. Those guys don't mess around with the Republic Services. They are no joke. If you don't pay them, they will put a lien on your house, and they will take your house over just like. Hers was like $800, and they were gonna do a lien. They had a lien on the house over $800. I was like, can you imagine if you lost your house over $800? That would be insane, right? And that was what Gloria would say. But there were so many. There was like, I don't know who was gonna get it for. I don't know how that even works when you have so many liens. I don't know. And she owes the bank a fortune. The bank had almost given up on her because they were kind of just like, whatever, this old lady, this old crazy old lady, and the house is so upside down. So they were kind of just like, I don't know. I don't even know if they were going to be the ones to finally kick her out. It was going to be everyone else. So she was not really paying her mortgage for many years, but, sporadically. But they would almost, I think, kind of written off her house because they knew, she'd written so many hardship notes, and we'd gotten her a lawyer, and there's all this stuff, and they were kind of like, whatever. But what was finally going to do her in was all of the liens, because she had just stopped paying everything. So when she at least was paying her other bills, like somehow, I don't know. I mean, miracle that she made it this long not paying bills. That's what she thinks there's money. Because she thinks her money is just for spending, like for fun. Money is just for fun, not for any responsibility. Like Gloria, the reason why we're here is because you didn't pay your bills, so now we have to pay those bills. So there is no money. There never was. There was only money that was supposed to be paid for bills. Like you were using money that was supposed to go to bills. You never had money. You understand? Like, she did early on, but I'm saying there was never money to gamble. She was gambling her retirement, and Richard and Annette's inheritance. I mean, she was supposed to live off of that forever. So there was never enough for her to be gambling, ever really. I mean, it was like, unless the father was still alive, but once the father died, like, she needed to, like, live off that money for the rest of the time, because Gloria doesn't have the ability to really make any money, as you can see. She had a little job, she always loses them. So yeah, Gloria lost her home to foreclosure. Basically, I own her home because I have paid the bills. I have paid more bills than Gloria at this point for this home. I've probably paid more mortgage payments than Gloria at this point in this house already. I mean, that's how little she paid of this house. I mean, it's insane. She has not done anything, especially because pretty much only the mortgage payments were paid before the father died. So we're not even count that. That's not Gloria. That was the father. So once the father died, Gloria hasn't done like shit. And the only times they went through is if it just happened to go through, like, because she had it like on an automatic thing. But if she just happened to like have enough in her account where she hadn't pulled it all out in time, then maybe a mortgage payment would go through. But most of the time they just declined because she would take the money out. So she would get a deposit directly in her account, and then she just goes every day and just takes like 200, 400, whatever it was, amount, and she would go gamble until there was nothing left. And so sometimes bills would go through if they happened to go through before she took the money out, because she wouldn't take it all out at once. She'd be like, oh, I'll take 200 here, 200 here, 200 here. So, and then she wouldn't even check her balance. She would go to the bank and ask them if she had money. And that's just how she lived her life. She'd go, and when we first got here, she'd be like, I'm going to go to the bank and see if there's any money in my account. And we're like, shouldn't you know if there's any money in your account or not? I mean, she never knew. It was she would call. And so that's why checks bounce, because she didn't ever account for them. She just would write a check and just think miraculously there's going to be money, but never actually account for it and spend all the money. So it was like, that's illegal, Gloria. What? So the DA was on her and stuff. And so all this stuff, it's like insane. And so we've paid for all of her stuff, dug her out of this insane think her and Annette were going to be homeless within like 2 weeks if we didn't step in. And because it was the end of the line. I mean, they already had like their 30-day notice and everything to leave. I mean, all that stuff we had. Gloria's been getting like notice after notice after notice and all. Oh my God, the amount of mail. She was just sitting in her, like, in these piles of mail when we got here, and she wasn't opening it. And they were like foreclosure notice after foreclosure notice after foreclosure notice. And I finally looked into it, and I was like, Gloria, and you're gonna lose your house. And she's like, no, I'm not. I'm paying my mortgage. And I'm like, no, you're not. And like she wouldn't. We had to get into her bank account, which she let us. But I'm saying like we had to log in, and with her permission. But she let us in there. But she will argue with her bank account saying, I paid, when it literally says you didn't pay. Like, we can be in there with her, like, Gloria, look, it's saying you haven't paid. The bank isn't lying. Oh, no, I've made it every month. Like, well, the bank would say different. And it's saying you haven't paid your mortgage in about 2 years. Like, this was the last payment when we looked at it. Like, it was like 2 years since the last payment. So, like I said, occasionally a payment would go through. And then, like, prior to that 2 years was... but prior to that payment was probably another 2 years. It was like she would so occasionally make a payment, and it just happened to be like if it happened to go through. I don't even know. It was the craziest thing. I don't know how they didn't close on her house sooner. To be honest, honestly, she was so fortunate that her and Annette didn't end up homeless sooner, because it's insane. And so like she should be like thanking God for like the fact that she got to live all that time without basically paying bills. And now that we've stepped in, but instead she's ungrateful. She's bitchy, she's hateful, she's negative, she's mad. She thinks that she should get money to buy a burger at the thing when we couldn't give her cash because we don't have any today. And even if we did, we can't because Annette could end up on meth again if Gloria has cash. She literally would give Annette cash. Even if we had this whole discussion and we said, don't give her cash, she will not listen. She will give her cash. We've done it over and over where we said, Gloria, here's some cash. Do not let it get in Annette's hands. And it always does. Every single time. I've had to sidestep it, make sure I get in there before Annette takes off, but every time it ends up in Annette's hands. So we're like, no more. And the last time Annette ended up on meth was because Gloria gave her $2. And this was about a year and a half ago now. And she got high with $2. So we're like, you cannot give her any cash. Not any cash, Gloria. And the next time I found $5 that Gloria had given her, but I got it before it took off that time. But I'm like, are you understanding? The reason why you can't have cash is for your daughter's well-being, but you don't care. You don't care at all. You just are mad you don't have cash. And that's why I call Gloria a bad mom. Is because she doesn't give two shits if Annette is doing better. It's, I can't have what I want. Well, you're a mom, and sometimes you have to make a sacrifice for your daughter, especially if your daughter has schizoaffective disorder. You might have to make a couple sacrifices, like come eat your wonderful ribeye steak that was donated due to the channel that your kids are doing instead of a shitty burger that they cooked at a barbecue at a park. You know what I mean? It's like, oh dear, what a horrible life Gloria has. I mean, I set out this whole thing for lunch, this wonderful lunch, and guess what? If she had eaten that burger, Annette wouldn't have wanted the burger. So Gloria would have bought 2 burgers, one for her, one for Annette. Annette wouldn't have wanted, and then Annette would have been hungry. She would have wanted a burger that had taken all that time to come back. It'd be gross by the time she got it to Annette. You know what I mean? Like, because Gloria would have sat there, ate her burger for hours, and then brought home a cold burger for Annette at like 3 p.m. or something. You know what I mean? And instead, since she was hungry, see, Gloria will only cook when she's hungry. So we have to make sure Gloria is hungry in order for her to cook for Annette. Otherwise, if Gloria is satisfied, she won't do anything. It's like, oh, if you give Gloria food, she won't cook. So like we've had to be where like, if we want Gloria to cook, we can't make anything for Gloria. Otherwise, she will never cook for Annette. So it's like this horrible thing of like, we have to literally like restrict Gloria in order for her to care about her daughter in any way. It's like, oh, if Gloria has a bite to eat, then she don't want to cook. She's satisfied. So we were doing this thing where we were like, I was making breakfast for both Annette and Gloria. But if I made breakfast, then Gloria never cooked again the rest of the day. It was like, oh, that's it. Yeah, everyone else is taking care of it. So then we couldn't get her to do anything. So, and then Annette didn't want to eat my breakfast anymore. She wanted Gloria to. So it was like, I can't cook. So it has to be Gloria. But if Gloria does anything else, like gets food at the gym, or eats a bite of anything else, like if we get her those mushrooms, sometimes I get her mushrooms. I can't get her the mushrooms too often because if she eats the mushrooms, Annette hates the mushrooms, but if Gloria eats the mushrooms, she doesn't cook. She just eats all the mushrooms and doesn't make anything for Annette. And she's like, oh, I love my mushrooms, and she just eats mushrooms all day and makes nothing for Annette. Doesn't even consider Annette. And I'm like, it's awful that I have to keep things from Gloria in order to protect Annette. So then I look like an asshole. So people are like, oh, you're abusing Gloria. I'm like, I'm not abusing Gloria. I just literally, I would give Gloria even more, but I have to keep a couple of things from her, like cash and caffeine, and I have to make sure she cooks once in a while for Annette so Annette doesn't starve. And it's like, it's awful that it has to be that way. Like, and that's sad now because, you know, she was witnessed that whole experience. Like, she's not stupid, and she's actually the opposite of stupid. She's extremely intelligent, and so she sees that her mom doesn't care, even though she wants to try to pretend that she does, but she doesn't. And every time Gloria comes in and does some stupid little shenanigan like that, where, I wish Annette knows that there's no money either. Like, Annette's way more aware than Gloria. And so, and Annette knows that she's, like, we're doing this blog to make money and stuff, and Gloria, so unaware, she doesn't care. All she heard was that people donated, that's why she's all like, oh, where's my money then? That's why she was thinking she needed money, because she heard that you guys donated. But what I said was, I bought you all of this stuff this morning from the donations. That's what I said to her. I said, look at all this wonderful stuff we got from the donations this morning. And all she heard was donation, ching, ching, ching. Where's my money? I want to go gamble. I want to go shop. I want to go this or that. Like, so literally, like, we can't even tell Gloria when the donations come in because she's like, oh, money, money, money. And I'm like, Gloria, we were overdrafted, and the donations came in for food and gas, basically. I mean, so we can, like, and cigarettes for Annette. That's what I got this morning. I got cigarettes for Annette too. And it's like, and she's all, oh, I want to, money, money, money. And I'm like, there is no money. We are like drowning here, and we're trying to, like, you know, try to just get off this singing Titanic, and Gloria just, like, literally keeps, like, setting it on fire. And we're like, jeez, you know, if you just, like, did nothing, it'd be more helpful. Like, with Gloria, it'd be more helpful if she did nothing. But as soon as she starts doing something, it's, like, the opposite of helpful. It's like, thank you for making way more work for me and making me way more irritated when I was in a good mood today. And now I'm, like, irritated. I seriously was in a good mood until she came home and she's like, oh, everyone, this is great. Everyone's in a good mood. It's flip the side of that. And then it's like, oh, she got to be sulky because she couldn't buy a hamburger when we have, like, what was that? It's like prime rib almost at home. It's like, what is that? Really good ribeye steaks that I got from Walmart today. They're, like, very nice. That really gets the good meat. And it's just kind of crazy because now she's, like, disappointed with the steak. Like, disappointed with the beautiful steak. This is what we were talking about. Like, one time we literally got Gloria filet mignon for her birthday. It was on sale. They were half off or something, but, because they were about to just buy her. But, yeah, you know, we do what we can. But she was just like, And then her sister will bring over a can of tuna and she's, like, through the moon. Like, so it's not even just, like, doesn't appreciate something. It's like she doesn't appreciate anything we do. Like, her sister, she thinks is amazing. Her gambling, degenerate sister, like her, like, oh, she brings me over some dry split peas and a can of tuna, and oh, it's the best day ever. And we'll bring her filet mignon for her birthday, and she's like, Do you know what I did for her birthday? You guys don't think. This is when, she totally forgot my birthday, and then 2 days after that was Richard's birthday when the whole pancake thing happened. She forgot his birthday too. But for her birthday, March 15th, so hers is March 15th, mine's March 24th, and Richard's March 26th, and Annette's is January 5th. Gloria's is March 15th, so for her birthday, we got her a facial, a manicure, a pedicure, a massage, her haircut, clothes, shoes, a jacket, and $200, and we sent her out with her sister to dinner, gambling, okay, for her birthday. All of that. I mean, we gave her the best day ever, okay? Do you know what she said to me the next day after all this? Oh, and we said, do not let Annette get cash when you come home. That's when she gave Annette $5, which we had to get, which we said over and over and over. And she even screamed at Richard when he picked her up saying, do you have any cash? I do not have any cash. How dare you try to take my birthday money from me? And she, like, screams at him and stuff. Like, we just want to make sure Annette doesn't get, I don't have any, how dare you do it? And she gave Annette $5. So anyways, which I got before Annette got downtown. But the next day, after all of that, I said, so how did your birthday go? Well, you know, I really didn't like my haircut. That's what she said. I didn't like my haircut. After everything, like, I gave her all of those things for her birthday. She said I didn't like my haircut. It was the only thing. Not a thank you, not anything. I said, well, sorry, we couldn't afford to go anywhere other than Supercuts. So that's where I got my haircut done too. Me and her got it done together. So that's all we could afford. Sorry, moment. To get a level of satisfaction. Seriously, that's all we can afford. I get my haircut at Supercuts. That's where we go. Can't afford anything. She's used to whining and dining at the salon or something. I don't know. When she was spending all the Annette's inheritance, maybe she was getting her hair done too. I don't know. We can only afford Supercuts. So sorry it wasn't Gloria's status level. But that's the kind of stuff that drives us insane. So we try not to bitch about her, but it's very difficult when you live with someone that's just a constant wet blanket. When everyone's having fun and she's just like, nah. Either a wet blanket or setting the place on fire, one of the two. In a negative way, setting the place on fire. So it's just crazy because we were all having fun. She does this little manipulation thing too, where it sounds like to anybody else, like we are like keeping money from her. Like you didn't know the whole story. Like, oh, how rude, you guys don't let Gloria have money for a hamburger. Why don't you listen to the rest of the story? And then you'll hear why that's insane what she's saying. That's why it's crazy when people come in here and they like attack us, and I'm like, you should go watch the whole story before you say anything, because this is a very complicated story here. Very strange, very unique to deal with the Gloria. I'm serious. I have dealt with a lot of people in life, like, because I kind of feel like I've lived a lot of different lives, because I've lived in a lot of places and I've lived with a lot of different people, and I've never seen anything like her. Never. Oh, hey. Oh, thank you, Core 3. Thank you so much. I've never seen it. Thank you. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. I've never met anyone like Gloria. I've never seen anything like that. I've just never seen the disregard, the neglect, the just like, she doesn't care about anything. Like, she doesn't care about anything. Like, so everything she has is destroyed because she doesn't care. She doesn't take care of anything. She doesn't care. Like, even, like, if she has something nice, she destroys it, and that frustrates me because I'm one of those people, I'm part Native American, and I feel everything is alive, and everything has an energy, and everything is atoms, and everything is something. So even if it's like a pan, I feel like you should respect it. And when you like are rude and throw it around and break it, and like when you break a cast iron skillet, that breaks my heart. I'm like, what did you have to do to break a cast iron skillet? Gloria broke a cast iron skillet. There's a huge, I don't know. But what I'm saying is like, that's like such a level of like, just like you're throwing stuff around, or you're just being so reckless and rough with things. We're like, these things are alive. I don't know if you guys, how much you believe this, but I do, because everything has molecules and atoms and stuff, and so there's living matter. So like, even if it's like a lamp or something, I'm gonna like be nice to it. I'm not gonna like throw my lamp on the floor, because in a sense they have some sort of, I don't know fully, everything is different, and every organism, everything is different, but like, I still don't think that lamp is super happy when it's thrown on the floor or like kicked, or like, you know what I mean? Like I've always been someone that I was taught to treat your things nicely, and especially when you don't have money, you say treat your things nicely because you might not get another one. You know what I mean? Like, that's your only one. That's your only pair of shoes. That's your only jacket. Don't mess it up. Here they're like, oh, we'll get another one. We'll just shit on that and get another one. And I don't like that. Whether you have the money or not, I don't like that. I don't live my life that way. I don't condone that behavior. So every day I struggle with just the level of waste is difficult for me, because I don't like that that's taking from other people in the universe. There's a limited amount of resources, and when Gloria wastes it all, that's taking from other people in the universe. Oh, thank you, Court, even 99 cents. Thank you so much. So I don't mean to bitch about her all day, but these are the things why I get very worked up about her, is because I know, I wish she would. You know, it's crazy because, like, it's going to be a really hard thing, because Annette is going to be very sad when Gloria dies, but in a very harsh, sad way, it's going to be much better for everybody, because she is a very negative drain on Annette. She brings her down. She doesn't build her up. She literally drags her down, and she's opposite of, like, wanting improvement for Annette. She wants to kind of keep her sick, because really isn't liked by anybody, and Annette's pretty much the only one that likes her. And so Annette only likes her because she needed her. So the more Annette like doesn't need her, the less she likes Gloria. So Gloria wants her sick, so that she has. So it's a sickness. It's a gross abusive thing where like I want to keep you sick so I have a friend. And she says Annette is the love of her life, which I find one thing that's a creepy thing to say about your daughter, because like, wouldn't your husband be the love of your life anyways? It's kind of a weird thing to say about your life. But also I want to say, if she's the love of your life, then I want to see how you treat your worst enemy, if that's how you treated the love of your life. If Annette is the love of your life and you neglected and abused her and beat her and made her lose her teeth at 50 years old and had her on meth every day and spent all of her inheritance, then I don't want to see what you do to your worst enemy. Because that's who you love and that's how you treat her. So it's like, it's so sick on so many levels. I'm like, it's a weird thing to say because, I mean, you can love your kids more than your partner, I get that, but just to say the love of my life sounds like a romantic thing to say. Like, it's weird. It's creepy to me when she said that. I'm like, that's a weird way to say it. She's the love of my life. I was like, that's weird because you don't act like she's the love of your life for one thing, but yeah, you normally refer to like, she would refer to her husband as the love of her life, not her daughter. I don't know. Anywho, I don't mean to be bagging on Gloria all day, but it is very frustrating because it's hard to watch Annette like get upset over it. But Annette's also going to be upset when Gloria's gone. So it's like it's tough. I mean, we can't put her in a facility. And I don't know if we could, because I think Gloria would have to get tested, and Gloria would have to be willing to get tested. I mean, I don't think we can just drive her over there and drop her off. Can you? Well, we would never do that, but I mean, I think she'd have to be deemed like insane, right, or something. I don't know how that works. I guess you can drop them off. I don't know how do you take old people, but I don't know. But we're not going to do that to her, unfortunately. We just get stuck with her. Because Annette would hate that. But yeah, I don't even, how does that even work? I don't even know. I don't even know how that works, you guys. I mean, do people literally just like drop off the old people? Because I know my dad did that one time with a cat. It was the worst thing. He had this cat. It was horrible. The cat was so loud. He meowed 24/7. Drove my dad nuts. So when we were kids, he dropped him off in an old people retirement place because he figured maybe someone who was deaf would adopt the cat. But I don't know if you can do that with the old people. I remember being like, this is a great place. Someone deaf will want this cat.
Okay, couple things.
Joy. I was like, Dad. He's like, no, it'd be fine. Oh, deaf person will.
They're commenting on that. Dylan says he loves the poster behind you, the car.
Oh, these are Richard's father's photography.
Don't show them because there's like a bunch of
goo on the wall.
Goo on the stone.
Yeah, disgusting when you clean the walls on the to-do list. But yeah, but I don't think you can just drop. I don't even know. I don't want to know because we're not going to do it. Not that if I knew we would do it. I'm just saying it's not something I need to know, but it was just more, I don't even know how that works. But I would think you have to have like a doctor, like especially with Gloria, she would be going kicking and screaming.
What's happening?
They're trying to say, you know, if she got, I said, I don't even think you can just go take someone to a senior place.
That's what I was texting them because I want to come in here because Autumn was saying, I mean, she's like, look, the best solution is this. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of best solutions, but the thing is that, like, I don't think you can just
go drop someone.
I mean, I don't think I can just drop her off and say, hey,
that's what I said. That's
Gloria,
what my dad did that with a cat one time.
Like, I mean, how do you do that? I mean, I can't.
I thought was awful enough with the cat.
You guys have seen it. If I mention it to her, she gets offended. She acts like you're crazy. She wants to stay.
We would never put Gloria in a home. That'd be ridiculous.
Well, yeah, we'd never put her in a home anyways because we don't. It's not like I mean, what else are we gonna do but take care of Gloria? I mean,
I'm going in Annette.
I mean, it's kind of a role that we have.
Yeah, so we would never put her in a home, but I really don't know if, I don't
Gloria
know.
does not have custody of Annette. Annette is an adult.
Well, I know. Gloria never actually was even her guardian of anything.
She's an adult. She makes her own decisions.
Well, no, but Gloria never even did that thing where you become like the guardianship or something. She never even did that. So no one has authority over Annette.
Yeah, no, I mean, my sister's independent. No power of attorney.
Nothing.
Hi, family, I'm here. There you are, Brooke Ann. Hi, how are you? Maybe we'll do crickets tonight. Sorry, it's been kind of crazy. The weather's been so hot here. I've just been tired all day long, and my back was hurting. But Nettie needs a guardian. Right, that's what we are. But hi, Jared. But legally, we are not. Does that make sense? Like we would have to go to a court. We'd have to get something done and Annette would have to agree to it to say that, okay, we are now in control of you and we sign all your shit. And I could probably convince her to do that, but I don't think that that's not something that just happens. I think you have to get a lawyer and shit. And then also we have the issue of the disability stuff and everything else. So I'm trying not to mess with too much things. Natasha, they smoke weed only. That's true. We only drink water, we only eat beef, and we only smoke weed. It's a very, very unique diet. I don't think very many people are on that exclusive diet. I think you'll find people that do those things, but they're gonna do it with caffeine, maybe even alcohol on top of it, but certainly like carbohydrates, fruit, and sugars. So it's actually a very, very interesting experiment. Hi Zoe, I'm doing good. Nice to see you. I'm so glad you came in. Yeah, this is for you right now. Yeah. Hey Joy, hi. The diet's very simple. It's very much like as if we were, if Joy was a warrior, and I was like her apprentice, and Joy's job in the tribe was to go out and hunt and kill the food. That's all she would do, and I'd go with her, and we would eat some of the beef while we were out there because you got to hike, and we'd live on the protein. We come back and we deliver the protein or whatever we brought.
Are you saying I would do the hunting?
Yeah, you'd be the hunter. I'd help you carry it back, of course.
That's so accurate.
I know. I'd help you carry it back, and then, but I most likely I'd just film it though. You probably carry it back.
There's Joy getting the deer.
So I'll just be like filming Joy carrying this carcass back to the tribe, and then so in other words, we're going to be really lean because we're carrying the thing, and the tribe is going to be waiting for us. So while the tribe's waiting for the meat, they're getting bored and hungry. So the tribe's grinding up corn and they're eating berries and nuts. They're gathering. They're gathering. So the hunters are hunting and the gatherers are gathering.
You're just gathering berries.
No, I ain't gathering berries. I'm hunting with you. I just said. Well, don't leave me back there with the gatherers. I want to be a hunter. I want to be with Joy. Okay, seriously, okay, you guys know we evolved from hunters and gatherers. Joy, stop interrupting me. Every time she hands me the thing and interrupts me.
Who do you want on your lifeboat, Joy or Gloria?
No, see, I told you, if I'm going to come up with something, she'll sense it and then she jumps to the punchline. Richard, you are so positive. I am actually, thank you, man. It's a practice. And I'm glad to hear you say that because I know for a while I wasn't always like that. And I had to learn. I learned from people. I learned from mentors. And anyways, so hopefully Joy would let me go hunting with her, and I get to be one of the hunters, and we'd stay really lean because we got to be lean. You see, we got to be sharp-witted because we're hunting. We got weapons, and we don't kill the protein. The tribe dies. So there's no time for us to be gathering and sitting around and eating some blueberries and stuff, which is fine, for knitting and hanging out and having a great time back in the tribe. Back in the tribe, they're having a great time. They're probably dating, they're probably, playing with the kids, they're doing all stuff, doing all sorts of shenanigans, making the place hopefully nice. So when the hunters come back, it's all ready to go. Like the fires are ready, doing shit like that. But for the most part, but they have to eat something. There's no protein. So they gather whatever they can find because they don't have cultivation. They don't do farms. They don't do like like you see like the Amish. They don't do that yet. What they do is they go out and gather shit. And so they say, oh, look at this. We got some berries. We got some nuts. We got some leaves, whatever. And we got some corn. We'll grind it up. We're going to make some paste. We're going to do something interesting into it. Now we're going to feed it to our kids. That's how they spent their time. And whoa, the hunters come back with the meat. Boom. That's our day. And so that's kind of how it went down. Have a great day, everyone. Jesus loves us. Autumn, I love you. Thank you for being here. It's so nice to see you. Zoe Rich, I currently have to go. Tell Joy I said bye. Zoe says bye. Okay.
Bye, Zoe. Happy 4th of
you guys
July.
Are busy. It's the 4th of July.
We love you.
You have obligations.
Hope to see you later.
Fortunately,
Unless
as you
you're
guys
busy all day,
know, you are our only
day.
friends and family.
Hopefully
You
see
guys
you later.
are who we love. Just kidding.
No,
I just met you guys a few weeks ago.
No, listen. You guys are more family to us than...
You really are.
Yeah.
Because
anybody.
who dat, like for example, who dat and Carl stepped up yesterday when we had no money. Like normally, I mean, I would never be, okay, if I was living a normal life, I mean, I would never at my age, I wouldn't need to ask people for money or ask my parents. But there are people that do. And Joy, if she were to ask her parents for money or her dad for money, they wouldn't have given it to her. They would have said no. And so that's why.
Well, he wouldn't even respond.
Yeah, we didn't ask for any weed money. And you know.
If I asked my dad for money,
It's the 4th of July,
listen,
bro.
what happened if I asked my dad money? He just wouldn't respond.
Yeah. And yeah, man, what happened was, if you weren't here, Joy was just telling her story about the military and stuff, and boom, out of the blue, like, well, Hudat's like, as Hudat does, like, what's your PayPal? I'm like, okay, Hudat, I get you. So you get a PayPal, and then all of a sudden, boom, here, go get yourself guys some weed. And for the 4th of July, no, she said, have a great 4th of July weekend. And then we said, you have no idea, because see, we don't have no weed. So we're going to go get, she said, go get some weed. And so we said, thanks. And then she sent another $200. And we said, thank you for that too. And so we used that to buy the groceries this morning. So that Joy was talking about, like, and then Gloria was like, and of course we told Gloria about the $400. So then she got her head like, why didn't I get any money?
No, it's exactly what happened. I realized that.
It's exactly what happened, guys.
As soon as she heard money, it's disgusting.
Don't use that word. I hate that. We're disgusting. It's disgusting.
It is disgusting to me when people think that money is the most important thing. So like with Gloria, money is more important to her than anything. That is disgusting to me. I'm sorry, I will use the word disgusting when you think money is more important than people. That's the appropriate time to say that it's disgusting. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's so funny because, Huda, I'm so glad you specifically said that, because most people that donate know they smoke weed, but they typically don't say it because they're afraid, like, you know, of the backlash. Because, of course, literally the comments on the board, not about this, just in general, don't give them any money. These two are smoking marijuana. As if that's like a bad thing. Like you never see anybody say that on the other channels, like, don't give her any money, she's drinking coffee. You never hear anybody say that, yet coffee is super dangerous, causes cancer, and is super highly addictive. And really bad for you, and parents give it to their kids now. So I'm not sure, you know, where the disconnect is here. But anyways, it's funny because it's like there's this generation that literally thinks that you can label us as bad people by saying that we smoke marijuana. But there's this new generation of kids coming up, and some people from my generation that have woken up that are like, no, just because you do drugs does not make you a bad person. You can't just label someone, oh, they're a drug addict. They're bad, especially if they're just smoking weed. If they're smoking weed, if anything, you might want to listen to what they're saying because, hey, it's healthy and it just became legal, and we probably we have a lot of experience with it. We might be able to help you with something. So it should be looked at like that. But the old gen from the 1900s, the abolitionists, you know, the Amish, those guys, you know, we're talking about, those guys still come on the rooms, and their kids are like, oh, they think that if they label us as weed smokers, oh my God, are you kidding me? Oh, well, shit, I don't even want to be associated with that. They literally, they think that we're in that time frame, because there was a time when you could do that. And they've used it throughout history, not just with drugs. They use different labels. I mean, there's a whole story about it. Who wrote it? Who wrote the Scarlet Letter? Anybody ever read the Scarlet Letter? It's about labels, about placing labels on people and how impossible it is and how to overcome those things. Yes, ma'am. Hi, buddy. If you want to have a good and healthy family, please put God or Lord Jesus in the middle of your life. Yeah, no, dude, long ago. Hi, guys. Hey, there you are. How you feeling, totally, Tiffany? Tiffany's not feeling well. She got diagnosed with something really terrible. I didn't have a chance to see it, but I saw a couple of texts pop through, Tiff. But I hope you're feeling better. I'm so glad you're here.
Tiffany, that's awful.
Smoke up, she says. Smoke up. I know. Happy 4th. Thank you, Dad. It was just so cool that you did that. I mean, because, you know, a lot of times, like we had to hide, you know. We had to be like, you know, if you gave me money, be like, okay, but just don't let anybody know you're buying weed. Okay, I won't tell anybody, you know, because then they get all weird. But now it's like we're in a gen where it's like, we can tell you what we're doing and not have any guilt or shame about it. And actually say, guess what? Let me show you before and after I smoked weed, and you decide. You decide which is better. And before I smoked weed, I was depressed, miserable, unhappy, and about 350 pounds. Today, I'm 175. And guess what? That was only a couple years ago. And it was no magical transformation. I just started smoking weed. And it cured my depression and allowed me to do things like, I don't know, figure out how to eat healthy. And then it made me feel so good. I was like, shit, I want to teach other people how to get healthy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And that's the way the world works, because we're in 2024. We're a quarter way through the century. And the 1900s were all about abolishment, getting rid of shit, of making things illegal. Well, now, if you haven't figured it out, this century is about undoing all that and waking ourselves up and correcting all the lies that they told us in the 1900s. So that's what this channel is largely about. So of course we get haters. The majority of people still believe everything that's coming on in the 1900s, but the next gen doesn't. So by 2050, you know, things will kind of be a little more equal. But until then, we have a lot of people that think that they can just smear someone by saying, you smoke weed. The president's son smokes crack. The other president's daughter is fully bulimic. She can barely even talk. And they're all on cocaine and methamphetamine in that Trump family. I mean, it's like, come on, you want to label me a drug addict? Look at the chief of police or the chief of commander. Those guys are so jacked up on everything. Why? Because it's fun, and you can, and it makes life fun. That's why people do drugs. That's why they do them. They don't do them because they're not fun. And they're expensive. That's why most people don't do them. And you get in trouble if you're not the president, or you're not the president's son, or you're not the president's kids. You'll get in big trouble. Big trouble. But if you're the kids, no big deal. I have biliary dyskinesia. I found out on Tuesday my gallbladder is working too fast causing all these attacks. Even when I eat, not eating, extremely lethargic. Oh, that's so terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that, Tiffany. I wish I could smoke. I'm either one on the couch too. Or I'm in a panic. Well, Marnie, sometimes, you know, it's something, it might be a psychological block you might be experiencing. I mean, the anxiety you might be feeling, it might always be there. It's just that you don't notice it until you smoke the weed, and then you're like, holy shit. But it's saying, look, this is the stuff. Maybe it's just something you need to sit through it and be, okay, everything's okay, okay? And that's what I did. And that same thing happened to me is why I'm saying that. Thank you, John. Tiffany, I pray for you. Hey, wait, what's going on here? What is happening? Did we get another member? Hold on. Emily, yes, thank you so much. Joy, another member. 2 members today. This is great news. Seriously, the memberships make a difference to us, you guys, because I'm making a list of some things right now. Joy's making a list, but thank you for joining. It just shows the support. It supports the channel. I set it at 99 cents because I wanted to be I dream big. I kind of figured if I get like a couple thousand people to sign up, that then this could work. And then instead of like having like just a couple hundred people sign up, you know, for like $5 a piece. And then, but make it 99 cents, and then we can do it every day, all day, and just entertain, or as long as you guys want us to. Of course, you don't want to, you know, pop up and you got other shit to watch. But while we're here, and while we're interesting to you, we want to be here. And so thank you for subscribing. It means the world to me. It really does. Because it's I don't know, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. I mean, it sounds like only 99 cents, but to me, I know it's a big deal. So subscribing to our channel, staying, you know, keeping the renewals on, just supports the channel, and well, I love you. Thank you. That's all I gotta say. I love you. Hi, Rich. I do have significant sex. Yeah, I was Marnie. I didn't smoke weed. I smoked it in high school, and then I took some acid one time when I was like in college, like in my freshman year, tripped the fuck out, and then from that point on, after I smoked weed, I just tripped. I was like, fuck this shit. I was like, I quit. I totally quit. I was like, weed and acid, that stuff is for the hippies. I said, screw this. And I just said, I'll just drink alcohol and do cocaine. And of course, that was, you know, that lasted about a year. And then I went to sobriety. And then I just got sober and didn't touch the stuff again until, I consciously knew. I said, you know, I'm just going to get sober for like, I'm going to wait till I'm in my 30s. I'm going to wait till I have like a certain amount of money and a certain amount of clout where I can, you know, do this right, where I don't have to, you know, sneak around. So that's kind of how I got there. But thank you for joining, guys. Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, my fellow Americans. Indeed. Oh, what a great day. Doing a high scan and having GI spin. Oh my gosh, Tiffany. Thank God it's going to be so. I'm just glad there's a cure. I mean, anything that there's a cure, you got to be happy about that. Best thing to do is smoke weed and close your eyes in silence. Thank you, traveling space. That could work. That could work. You know, but Marty, after a while, after you break through that, after you break through all those psych blocks, like those things might actually be hindering you, like from your, like you might experience another level of happiness in your life if you can work through those psychological blocks. I'm not saying the weed is the answer. It might be too intense for you. It might not work. I don't know. But it does sound like that. Oh, wait. What do you got here?
I'm working on the list here.
Okay, we got the list going.
No, hold on. No, not yet. Not
Okay.
yet. I'm writing that. I'm writing that. I'm sorry. I'm writing everyone that's donating so I don't forget. So I'm making a list here so I'm getting it for you guys. Hold on.
Hold on, everyone.
Hold on, you guys finish this up. Aaron.
Thank you, Toy Tiff. Always moderating.
We just got Aaron, $15 from Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. On Cash
If you
App.
didn't get sober before you had lots of
We
money.
just got $15. I don't know when
Oh, hey, hold on.
I don't know when that came in.
Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't see that. Aaron, I just saw this come through. Aaron, thank you so much for the $15.
Here, I'm making it. Before you get on, I have a list that I'm making here. Then I'm going to have you read down this list. Melbourne.
Okay.
No, not yet. Well, I guess you.
So Joy's making her a little list.
I'm not doing your guys' last names because I'm not sure if everyone wants their last names. So that's why.
Yeah, that's safe.
I'm
That's a
not
safe bet.
doing your last name. It's not that I'm not trying to have your guys' last name, but I'm not sure everyone wants their last name. So. Look at this list. This is a fun list I have over here.
Thank you, Emily. So, guys, I have a question. I'm sure you guys have already said this. I've watched this. Our new member, Emily. I've watched quite a few lives, but with Annette, did she start showing signs later in life? Her condition is, and what is her condition?
Oh, Richard, you should answer this.
She was always really messy, but then so was Gloria, so I couldn't figure it out. But she basically didn't start really showing signs until like she was in college, and then she kind of like slowly got weirder and weirder. And her condition's called this. What do you call it? Is that what it is? Oh, okay, Yvette. Maybe that's what it is. Her condition's called schizoaffective disorder. This is commendable. It seems very sensible, writing a list and keeping organized, etc. Also a cool notebook. It is a cool notebook. Yes. Yeah, Joyce keeps us very organized. We stay on top of everything. We want to make sure we don't forget anybody. And I'm prone to disassociation from severe childhood trauma. Weed feels like I'm working on. Wow. I know. Oh, well, I know. I was there too. Huh.
I gotta find the other. Wow, you guys are awesome.
I have a little bit of a theory on that, Marnie. My theory is that some of these drugs that grow from the ground, they're fun at first because they want you to take it. Like in other words, you didn't get paranoid the very first time you did it because the weed wanted you to do the weed. It wanted you to do it. So it made it fun for you. And then it was like, okay, now we're going to explore some of these other aspects of your life that aren't fun.
That's our list where we lived there.
Oh yeah, this is our old list.
That's when we lived in New York, all the places.
Hotels I stayed at in Manhattan.
When we lived in New York, all those places.
That's a lot of hotels. That's just in Manhattan.
There's some I forgot too. Those are the ones I can remember. I've been trying to make a list to remember.
Hi, Undertaker. That's so funny. Hey, everyone knows everybody here. I'm so glad. Pablo and Undertaker are old-time friends from another YouTube channel, it looks like. That's cool. If you smoke moderate to heavy, please be aware of cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome. What is that, Vincent? Sounds like you're going to give me anxiety about something I don't want to know. The reason I ask is because of my own troubles with mental health. I've only been diagnosed with MDD, but my grandmother was psychoparanoid. I don't know. So you're worried that you might have it, and you're worried when are you going to show signs? Don't worry. That sounds like Sarah. Was that one of her big fears, Joy?
Yeah, Sarah used to always think she was gonna be crazy.
So Sarah's mom,
That's me.
yeah, Joy's mom was pretty nuts, like just out there, depressed and stuff. And so Joy's sister Sarah was so worried, and still probably is, that she is going to be like her mom.
Well, this is crazy. I'm just going back to this. I'm gonna have you read it.
Okay.
How do I get to the other?
All right, thanks, guys. I know I loved Pablo's awesome. I remember when he came in. Weed used to make me paranoid in my early 20s, but now I'm in 50s to make me laugh. It kills pain. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Yvette, we don't know because we haven't been studying it. Nobody's been studying it. I mean, actually, you, me, and Joy, and everybody else who's been smoking over the last 30 years have more data than the doctors do because they weren't allowed to study it. Up until last week, they couldn't study it. So now we can start to study and say, wow, what can they do with this? So now I think we're going to start seeing a lot of progress with the medicine. It's going to really skyrocket. Hey, Totally Tiffany, thank you so much for the donation. Yay. You're awesome.
Oh, yes.
You're the best.
Where is, how do I see GoFundMe? Who donated to GoFundMe?
Oh, you can go to the here. Let me show you.
I'm writing down all the names. This is crazy. You guys are awesome. I'm gonna have to read off these things. I'm trying to remember everything that's still missing. Yep, I forgot it. What was the name of the guy that donated? Oh, the dude, right? That donated the battery.
The dude, yeah, the dude's here. I saw the dude today. Hey, dude, are you here?
Dude, I think so.
The battery.
Let's see. And food and household.
It's been great. She's very healthy now. Yep, Amy, that's so right.
Okay, I'm trying to write down all these things.
My cousin survived stage 4 breast cancer and has stayed healthy on weed. Who that's a convert? Here you go.
Trying to remember you guys. Okay. Trying to.
Okay, here are your donations.
My next list is going to be members.
Happy for Marnie.
See you guys. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just now an anonymous. Someone is anonymous.
Yeah.
I'll write down anonymous because there was a...
Here, go do this. Can you do this real quick?
Yeah, 5 seconds. I have 2 more things right now. And I'm going to show you this. And I'm going to have you look at this. But my next list is, I need to go look on the computer, is going to be members.
Okay, thanks,
My
bitch.
members. So here I'm making a list here. So if you want to look over these, I kind of categorized them. It's just my this was my list from New York. This has nothing to do with this. These are addresses of some of the hotels in New York. You see that? Let me get that out of there. Those are my other thing. I was trying to remember the hotels. When I get on these lists, I'm trying to remember things. Okay, that goes with this one. Okay, so this is what I'm working on, is trying to categorize to remember. So I have these things. So this is people that got us food.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I'm gonna thank everyone right now. Hold on. Or unless you want to do it, Richard.
You do it.
Okay. So
You got your list,
no,
too.
but here, maybe you could. I'm gonna have you show. Do you want me to go do that, or
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah.
I'll do this first?
You go do that. I'll talk to him. You go do that, and I'll
Okay.
talk to him.
But here, I just want to show you guys the categories first. I'll show you the categories. What we got? Okay. So we got food. Okay. And then I'll just show you guys. So food, we've had Emily. Okay, so these are my thank yous for everybody. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you, Jennifer. And now thank you, Carl and Kelly. Who dat? So I have my different things.
household supplies. This was other than cleaning supplies. I'm putting my different categories. This was the dude got us batteries. So cleaning supplies. I'm putting my different categories. We got. So if I forgot anyone, I'm really sorry. I'm trying. Brandy got us cleaning supplies. Grace got us cleaning supplies, and Vivian Maxwell. So cleaning supplies, I say either the bug stuff or the toilet paper, the trash bags, anything like that. Those all came from Brandy, Grace, or Vivian. Brandy, I think, also got some food. Tiffany got me seasonings, and Tiffany also got Annette t-shirts. Gift care percent, all the different. I'm trying to get all the different so I can remember what each thing you guys got. Gift care packages for Crystal and Gemini. Thank you, thank you, thank you. T-shirts we had from Stan, Mom and Michael, Stephanie and Brielle, Tiffany and Allison. I think if I forgot somebody, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to remember. I'm making my list. So we'll show all these. And then Bunny supplies came from Libby, Katie, and Brandy. All, I believe, sent Bunny supplies. If I'm wrong, if one of you guys said something, if I'm wrong on the Bunny supplies, I'm sorry. And then look at this list. These are any sort of donations that came through a Cash App, a Venmo, PayPal, or GoFundMe. Let me list off all that. We have Kelly, Kyle. I'll sometimes do last names if you guys had kind of like put the last name really obvious, like in the sense of like on your as your profile. But some of these I wasn't sure when it was just on your Cash Apps or something if you wanted your last name. So most people are just going by first names. But a couple of people have last names if they had like in the chat really said their last name. But anyways, we got Kelly. I keep saying Carl. I keep calling you Kyle. I don't know why. I'm so bad with this. Carl. I really literally wrote down Kyle. Kelly, Carl, Mark Weiner, Aaron, Melba, Megan, Amanda, Amber, Life's Wonderful, Emily, Tiffany, Laura, Bridget, Sam, Ashley, Dee, Maria, Chandra, Francis, Laura, Sabrina, Vera, Sharissa, Annette, there was an Annette, Adidra, Sarah, Lisa, Mackenzie, Lori, Ashley, Lacey, Monique, Rosalie, Michelle, Elizabeth, Melanie, Monica, Bridget, Natasha, Tammy, XOXO is what their profile said, Dee, Heidi, Stacy, Christy, Brandy, Sandra, Mary, Tiffany, Kimberly, an anonymous one, Lacey, and Claire. Those are how many people have donated to us, you guys, in a form other than, on here. And now my next list is going to be the members. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to keep a log here and try to give like more special thanks to each one of you guys, like more appropriately. And so I apologize to any of you guys if I'm just now thanking you for the first time. And we want to get to know each and every one of you a little bit more. And we apologize for getting, we're kind of ranting and raving about our lives, but we want to know more about you guys. But I'm going to keep trying to build on this list so when the gifts come in, I don't forget, because I think I've already forgot. So I'm trying to remember. If you guys remember, like, hey, I sent you something, I wasn't on the list there. Because what I want to do is just make sure we have a continual growing list of everyone. And my next list I'm going to make is the members. So I'm going to write down all your guys' names over your profiles that you have on members on my next page here. I'm going to get that off the computer. But I'm going to keep adding to these lists. So every time we get something from now on, I'm going to put it on the list so I don't forget, so I don't say your names wrong, all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys, because when you guys help out, I don't want to be so ungrateful and unappreciative by not even saying your name right or not thank you or something. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone that done. I was blown away by when I made that list of all of the donations. That's crazy. Look at that. Look at all of these. This list and this list and this list were either to Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or GoFundMe. And the GoFundMe is that is for the bug exterminator. And then these are like I said, I just kind of sectioned off the people that got food. I put Carl and Kelly in the food category, even though they gave us money. But since we today got the food, I kind of put them in the food category. But the other people actually sent food. And then, the dude got us batteries. And I could have put the household supplies, but I put the cleaning supplies over here because all you ladies were giving us all cleaning spice. Grace, you were killing with cleaning spice. Who else sent us cleaning? Just anyone else that I forgot? I want to make sure my list is accurate so I can keep building instead of forgetting people's stuff. Because you guys, it really means the world to us. And I really want to make sure I'm acknowledging everyone and getting to know everyone that's, really going out of their way to help us. And we want to be available for you guys. Totally, Tiffany, how you doing? What's going on? What's going on? What is it that you got going on? Is line condition. Poor thing, you guys. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you guys, I want to keep doing those every time. So what I'm gonna do is every time until it gets too cumbersome, I'm gonna start reading these off. Well, not every time, but like periodically, I'm gonna read through. So like, I want to read your names again. So I'm just gonna go down the list and read you all again. So that you all keep getting shout outs. And I would do your last names, but I'm not sure which people want their last name and which don't on the Cash App things. So I'm afraid. I remember the first time I accidentally gave someone's phone number out because I held it up like, oh, look at this wonderful thing, and it was their phone number. So I'm nervous. I'm not sure if everyone wants their full last names, if it is even your real last names or whatever. So I just did the first names. But a lot of the apps says the first and last name, but I wasn't sure if you wanted everyone to know that name or just us to know that name. So, all right, guys. Richard, are you going to sleep or what's going on? Yeah, I guess we'll jump off for now. But thank you guys. Happy 4th of July. We're gonna be back on later. Amanda's coming over. Oh, soon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's
Very soon. Amanda's coming soon, and then we'll probably jump on at some point when Amanda's here.
Yeah.
She's coming over.
Thank you
after.
guys for a great day.
Yeah, I hope everyone has an awesome 4th of July.
I had a great 4th of
Thank
July.
you guys, especially.
I had a great 4th of July.
Oh, yeah, it really has been. It really has been a great 4th of July, especially thanks to Carl and Kelly, but all of you guys. Like I said, all of these people that I've listed off and all of y'all, I'm going to make a list of the members so that I can have that list growing with all you guys' names and stuff. So then once I kind of write something down that you guys will be more in my, I'll remember it more than if I just hear your names or something. But if I write it down, then I won't forget. So thank you guys. We love you all. We really want to, make it feel like everybody is getting what they need, not just everyone's giving us. We want it to be like a community where everyone feels like they can talk to everybody, and if you're hurting or need something, get it from the community too. And we've already seen that happen. A lot of people have needed something and already got it from within this community, so it's really cool. And we love you all. Richard, do you want to say bye?
Oh yeah. Okay, guys. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for joining the new members, and we really appreciate you. It's been a great day. I hope you have the best, 4th of July yet. And we'll be back on in a couple hours. Amanda's coming over here in a little bit, so we just got to get things set up here. Amanda's one of our moderators there, so we'll come back on when she's on so you guys can see her. And we'll have a great day. And I might go outside for a little bit too myself. Much love, you guys. Hi, Felicia. Nice to see you. Hi, Voices. Thank you for coming in. Okay, Elizabeth. Bye, Elizabeth. Got your emails. I gotta check them out. Totally, Tiffany. I love you. Yeah, she's very organized, isn't she? Can you imagine her as an executive assistant? I only wish I would have known her when I needed one. She would have been. I probably still have the business actually. Bye, guys. Totally, Tiffany. Aaron, Conrad. All right. Bye.